going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Hiroki. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to kiss your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. All good, important things are needed to be.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a seaport planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Kapla, and welcome to Sunday. Will today be the day that I eat the out-of-date spam that Mama Prey saved for me? Probably not, but you never know. You never know. And in the top right corner of the screen, you'll see the debut of the logo of an Australian Maggie. It's a bird that attacks specifically bicyclists, cyclists in Australia. I mean, it could attack other people too, but it has a taste for cyclists, which is very, very Karogan of it. It was created by the Fed Doc for the channel. So big thanks to the Fed Doc for the logo. We will use it from time to time. The Maggie, I don't know if it's officially classified as a bird of prey, but it sure does like attacking people. So it's an honorary bird of prey, if not an official bird of prey. Dan23 was first. Kapla Dan23. Good morning or early afternoon. I don't know. Apparently time changed in Europe, but it doesn't change here for another week. Carlo says it's Sunday. Yes, it is, Carlo. Hi, I hope everyone is as well as can be. Thank you. Same to you. Dan says this is on the 5X channel. It is indeed. Yeah, I can't. Not that I can't, but I'm not going to go live on the main channel, except for the scheduled shows, unless there's something really big going on. Because frankly, my videos are doing really well. This is the second Discovery video is doing even better than the first, and the first was the best video I had in a long time. The second video is even better, and I'm hoping if I stay consistent with my channel schedule on the main channel, the YouTube algorithm will continue to provide. It's a fickle beast, the YouTube algorithm, and putting up unexpected streams can definitely upset it. And you would think, whoa, you're giving it more content. Surely that can only help your channel. No, that is not true. More content cannot help, can hurt the channel. It makes no sense, but it's 100% true. YouTube likes consistency. It likes to know it can count on repetitive things. So if I can keep my start times to within an hour or so of their expected start time, which I've been pretty good at, the algorithm provides, as long as I don't go, all political on the main channel. I mean, by all political, I mean more political than I already go. We should be okay. So until something happens again, which could be any day, I'm going to try to keep things as they are. So on the Berto Prey 5X channel will be all the extra content. So I'm sorry it's a smaller crowd, but you know what? Everybody has had ample opportunity to join this channel if they wanted to. So I don't feel too bad. In fact, I kind of feel better. It's like you guys getting special treatment, kind of. I don't know. I know the people on the X channel really want to be here. And it's not like anybody forced the people to be on the main channel, but it's the extra. The X is for extra. So Dan says in new Star Trek news, William Riker and the Titan are getting a Picard novel in 2021. Interesting. I mean, that's just like free money, right? I mean, who would be, I mean, I don't read too many Trek books these days. I used to. When DS9 went off the air, I went through a ton of Trek novels because it was, there was no more. Well, I guess when Voyager went off the air, or was it Enterprise? I think when Voyager went off the air and I stopped watching Trek because I didn't like Enterprise at the first time. I watched a couple of episodes and I gave up on it the first time. But again, that was right after 9/11. I went to reading Trek books. And then I revisited Enterprise and I liked it. Yeah, I mean, if I'm sure there's people still reading Trek books, that's basically like free money. They're going to make a ton of money. Joseph Patrick says, greetings from the future. Even I am closer to you in time for 1 week, 5 hours. 5 hours, Joseph. It's like the whole world got smaller and somehow the Atlantic shrunk and you are now an hour closer to New York. Awesome. Dan23 says, so not a Babylon 5 logo. No, it's not Babylon 5. I don't think so. It's an Australian Maggie on the number 5. And Dan says, yes, I had to put the clocks back by 1 hour. We'll be doing that a week from now. It's 10:02 a.m. UK time. Wow. So it definitely is morning for you guys as well. Then good morning. Good morning to you guys. Carlos is cool. My mom is being released from the hospital now, a day earlier than expected because she is doing well with her new knee. Have great stream, Berto Prey. See you all later. Awesome news, Carlo. Thank you for letting us know, and congrats to your mom. And I hope all goes well, and have a great day, Carlo. Dan looks like a smiley face. Very cool. Joseph says, more bird for me. Absolutely. And Carlos says, hail Kuroga and its medical staff. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, the best in Kurogan medicine, obviously, for loyal Kurogans and their families. I don't know if anybody wants to come up, but there is the link if you do. So I've been going through, well, I was hoping to do a flight simulator stream, but of course I opened the game and there was this 2 GB patch to download. So I have it. In fact, it just finished downloading in the background. I don't know if there might be more than one patch. If it actually does start, then maybe I'll actually play the game a bit. I haven't played Flight Simulator in a while, but it seems to be taking its time. Dan says, yeah, there was a new flight simulator trailer for North America. Yes, you sent it to me, and I watched it. Basically, if you've played the game, you've seen most of it. They didn't show Washington D.C., of course, because that you have to pay extra for. But they've got they got a lot of Canadian cities. They have a lot of other North American cities. You saw Mexico City. You saw, some northern U.S. states. You saw a lot of Canadian cities. Like I think you saw like Lincoln, Nebraska. It was a weird selection of cities to showcase, but I say most of them were done exceptionally well. They didn't show New York, which kind of surprised me. I wonder if they're going to have a New York scenery pack come out separate. But New York is very well done, even just for the default scenery. How do you show North American scenery without showing New York? It seemed a little weird, but yeah, it was a nice trailer. It was a peaceful video. I wouldn't say it didn't get me exceptionally excited for the game, but I mean it's a simulator, really. It's not really a game. I have to remember that most people don't fly it like I do for fun. And I was thinking next time I do fly, I was going to put the realism settings back on, to make it a little bit more challenging. I having fun with the crash setting off is getting a little boring. I want to have the challenge of a real pilot. So we'll put the realism settings back to the default. So if I, go into a strong dive, the plane actually breaks up, rather than, oh, okay. So the game did start. Okay. We'll go and I will put this on the screen. Let's share the application window. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay. Now let me move this to the other window. There we go. Okay. Now let's see. New activities, landings, challenges. Yay. Okay. What's going on here? Okay. Let's check out the marketplace. Is there anything new? Oh, Mexico City landmarks. Huh. So that's weird. Wait, I didn't do anything. Okay, no, I'm not buying Mexico City landmarks just yet. That's fine. Let's go back to the marketplace. Come on, I'm looking for planes. Oh, I have some fighter jets I installed. I wonder if they're going to work. Let's see. Good morning, Joseph.
Bert?
There you are, Joseph. Good morning.
Good morning to you as well, and greetings from the future. A little closer future.
Dan23 played a bus simulator game of London and a train simulator of London. See, train simulator, I guess I could play it. It just seems like, well, speed up, slow down, speed up, slow down. Right? What else is
Probably there are
train?
something like
slow down for the turn.
The turns, and so you could speed up and derail the train, maybe.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun. Okay, so I'm checking to see if we've got some new aircraft. That's the main thing I'm interested in. No, it's still the same. Oh, this one looks different. I'm not going to pay $17, $18 though for this weird looking plane.
This is so ridiculous. You spent so much money already on that game, and they are still giving you the option to buy something.
This is bullshit, right? They should have like new planes should come with the
It's really
expensive version.
pay to play game for a game where you played over already paid for over $100.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
Microsoft's not making any friends today. Okay, but let's head back home. Let's see if one of those free planes I installed
Hello,
will
Kitty.
work. Hmm.
One of my cats just jumped on me. Here.
Yeah, in-game purchases. The Dan23 puts in the plane symbol.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the problem is that sometimes when you select a third-party plane, it crashes the game.
Oh.
So
How come this is the official store for the game, right?
well, no. Right now I'm in the game in the plane select. I was in the official store.
Okay, so even something that is like in the official game store.
No. If it was
Can-
in the official
no.
game store, it would work perfectly.
Okay.
No, these are from websites
Mm-hmm.
that like people just make things like the Enterprise and
Yes.
the DeLorean.
DeLorean, I see.
But I should have a F-22 or an F-18. There we go.
Ow!
Is your cat trying to eat you, Joseph?
Not eat, but
Sure.
you know, when cats are like happy or they feel comfortable, they try to massage you with their paws, but they immediately use their claws. And yeah,
Okay.
my legs are
F-22.
not claw proof.
We're going to do an F-22 and we're going to take off from, let's see, it's nighttime. It's still dark out here. So let's do take off from my nearby airport.
Is it still dark outside?
Oh yeah, it's still dark outside here. Okay, LaGuardia. Yeah, look at that sun. It hasn't hit the East Coast yet.
The Terminator line. Yeah.
And let's see if we're flying at what Mach 1. Where could we fly to?
Dan says in-game purchases is the same as when someone mods the game. Oh, is that the same as when someone mods the game? You mean then in-game purchases? No, it's not modding. It's basically just buying stuff that you are, let's say, that you expand the capabilities. And in this game, I don't even consider it like cheating or something compared to, let's say, those pay-to-play games. Usually the free ones that you have on your phone, where basically when you don't buy stuff, you are diminishing the experience. But it's crazy because there are so many cases where basically kids bought so many mods or purchased so many things for their free games with the credit card of their parents that the companies had to pay back something because the parents were not willing to pay for it. But I consider it dumb having a credit card stored on your phone without at least your fingerprint approval or password or something when the kid is using your phone. and even dumber when the parents basically store the credit card details on their kids' phones. If the kids take the credit card, then it's a different story. It's then, I would say, rather punishable crime.
Oh, Ensign Ricky. I'm sorry I didn't see you back there.
What's up?
Welcome, Ensign Ricky. Good morning.
Veggie.
So we're going to see if this crashes the game or not.
Why you do this to us, Bird? Why you crash us?
Oh. So I get about 80% of the way through the new Borat movie.
What do you think?
I can't believe I thought the first movie was funny. It's so obviously faked. Like 95% of it is clearly just actors.
But the full movie is about mocking society, nothing else.
Yeah, but I don't know. The first one, I honestly thought at the time, I thought he was like legit tricking people into thinking he was
Really?
real. I did. So did Sissel Prey. And now she's mad at me that I pointed out to her that it wasn't like that.
It's rather like a mockumentary with actors and everything.
Yeah, basically. I guess I can live with it, but it just
It's the same like the
I can live with it.
I can live with
I can live with it. Yeah.
I mean, compared to like The Office, though, it's like The Office is great, and this is not. The game is certainly taking its time to start, but it doesn't seem frozen.
Ow!
You seem to be having a personal issue there, Joseph.
It's not a personal issue, it's a cat issue. She feels so comfortable here.
Oh, welcome, Yitzi says, is the same principle they monetize modding, and that's... Oh, did you read that already?
No, this one I didn't.
Now it's in-game purchases. Good morning, Yitzi.
Good morning, Itza. Yeah.
Yitza, excuse me.
I'm actually playing my own game here. It's called Excel.
Oh, that's a fun game. Let me know if you win.
Manually controlling since Friday, 14,000 lines.
Modern Family? They talk to the camera? I don't remember that. I mean, I don't watch Modern Family much, but I've caught a couple episodes. Okay, we've got
actually I'm not even following much the stream because yeah.
Oh, let's see if I remember how to do this.
2 large monitors. That's enough.
The power is yours.
Okay.
She pierced my skin in 3 places. That's horrible.
Just remember, the power is yours.
Throttle control to increase it. Yeah, I'm holding A. Throttle control is at max. Parking brake engaged. To disengage, press Y and B. There we go. Oh man, it's moving. It's not taking off straight.
Here we go.
Joypad is rumbling.
The funny thing is, I was looking through Facebook earlier. There was something on there with like 100 successful flights, and I thought it was from Bird, but it was actually from SpaceX. I thought he was just trying to like. Just first thing that clicked in my head, it's like I looked over. I was like, "Oh, it's SpaceX number, right?"
Did we take off? I think we did. Yes.
So. Yes.
Okay, we're flying an F-22. We are headed to Iceland. We're going to bomb Reykjavik.
Iceland, bro? In an F-22? Where are you taking off from?
LaGuardia.
You can find in the crater where Michael Burnham landed.
Right?
Yes, we're gonna go find where Michael Burnham and
But she might
Discovery.
pop out a hole and smash your ship and not get killed in impact. Hard head.
Beautiful day apparently outside.
It's getting colder here. I love it. It actually hit 69. $69, dude.
69.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. I say, I always did enjoy landing in New York at night. All those lights. At some point in my flying career, before I got sick, I used to always get the window seat. And then at some point, I always used to get the aisle seat because I didn't want to be a bother to people when I had to get up to pee during a flight.
I
Once I went to the aisle seat, I think it took the fun out of flying.
I always traveled first class. I like the caviar.
I always take the aisle seat because I can at least a little bit stretch my legs.
Yeah, that too. Oh shit, we turned all the way around. I wasn't watching. We made a U-turn. We're now flying south. This is not the way to Iceland. Oh man. You gotta watch that compass direction.
This ain't your daddy's Iceland.
I think I'm gonna zoom out. Yeah, okay. Where'd it go? We're coming over Long Island Sound. We're still climbing. We're at 20,000 feet now. Viva la Caroga, Caroganite, yes.
I can almost start putting together the video. I'm so close.
Yitzi says Excel has great in-game purchases and loot boxes. We're gonna bomb season 4 to smithereens.
They'll never see it coming.
Oh, now we're headed down for some reason. Are we? No. Are we going down? Yeah, we are going down. Did we reach? No, 22,000 feet. That's nothing for this plane. I'm sure this plane can fly it. I don't know, 60, 80,000 feet. Okay, we are now on course to Iceland. Just follow the sun.
In Iceland is on course with you.
Dan23 says, I see a lot of comments don't have full stops. What do you mean, periods? This is inside the cockpit. It's quiet in here. I wish there were lights.
How many?
5.
At least 4.
You only have to be a Star Trek fan to get that. You know what I mean? Like,
Captain Picard walks into a bar. There are 4 lights. Joke over.
kill the Nausicaan to the left. That's my next move. Kill the Nausicaan to the left. Before he stabs you through.
Airspeed above 138 knots? Listen, this is a fighter jet. It can perfectly do it.
No problem. At least you think no problem.
We didn't spend $2 billion a plane on something that can't go over 138 knots in a climb. Now we're at 35,000 feet. Now we're talking. Be on the lookout for passenger planes. What the hell's under us? Canada? I guess so. No, wait, maybe we didn't leave New York yet.
Okay.
Oh, wow, we're not. Yeah, this is Connecticut. This is Connecticut.
Canada.
I don't understand some of my colleagues. They get discount on one specific model and they are selling a different model that is more expensive. I don't care.
They're making more money for the company.
Actually, no, because the discount comes from a supplier as a backend discount, backend rebate. So, yeah. I don't get them. They could have switched.
Have to make some adjustments to the time. Let's.
But it's only like 10K loss. It's not a big deal.
There we go. There we go. Make it a little easier to see what's going on here. And the game froze.
Yeah.
That's
Did that really just happen? Is it going to unfreeze? Son of a bitch. I'll leave it for a minute or two. Maybe it fixes itself. And it did. I guess it just
did it
catch
unfreeze.
Had to catch up with the change of scenery.
Jeez,
I've been watching those shows on why planes crash. So I think I got a pretty good idea on how to avoid.
Safer, at least.
How do they crash, or why do they crash?
One of them crashed because they were flying through a cloud, so they didn't have any visual idea as to what position they were in, and so they thought that they felt this phantom sinking feeling, even though they were climbing. So they pushed their instrument to tilt the plane down, thinking they were leveling it out, but in fact they were aiming straight for the ground. Wow. And by the time they came out of the cloud, they were going way too fast, almost straight down to pull up, and they crashed. right into the ground, killing everybody.
That sucks.
It did. I mean, I would say, wouldn't you feel the gravity? But I guess not. I guess if the plane is moving, it's making its own gravity, kind of, at that point. See, this is why you should always have a cup of water next to you. If the water spills out, you're going the wrong way. Pull up. If the water spills back on you, push forward. If it spills onto the instruments, pull up. Oh yeah, Yitsy's got a point. They might be getting a secret bonus from that company. You'd be surprised how often that happens.
No. Those are
Yeah.
people who are not high enough in the food chain.
That's what they want you to think.
Trust me. I'm higher in the food chain, and I'm basically snack to everybody.
Dan23 says there's a new rumor that the Section 31 show could feature Michelle Yeoh traveling through time and perhaps multiple dimensions. So basically, she's going to become Doctor Who. That's fine. I'd be fine with that.
Or Sam Beckett, yeah.
Let her travel to all the different universes.
Dr. Sam Beckett.
Did they book at least one of those that are approved? Yeah, 25 out of 300. Perfect. Idiots.
What is it? 43,300 feet. Dan23 says George Yu, Michelle Yeoh tells Nan, Rachel something, that she stayed with Discovery for the jump to the future because I like her. Oh yeah, she likes hopping from universe to universe. Well, that rumor is based on a line of, they need to sell, or whatever they do. I was going to say they need to sell magazines, but they need clicks. Okay, and they can get clicks from anything, and that is proof of that. So they just need clicks. Okay, if I was in the click business, I could be making up a lot of stuff to just get clicks. Oh, there's an airport down there. We're way too high. Unless you think we could make it. If I cut the engines, nah. Better not risk it. But look at those lights. Oh no. F it. Okay, we're cutting the engines, and we are aiming
for a crash.
Not for a crash. We're gonna. Uh-oh, what the hell is going on? Oh,
crashing.
Here we go. The sun is in our eyes. We're gonna land at that airport. Dun 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 dun. Look how fast we're going down. Mayday, mayday. I didn't think the thing could move that fast. We're down 20,000 feet already. It's almost half our altitude. Look at this. We might be on a perfect approach. Oh, shit. It's... Wow. We're down to 10,000 feet. Okay. Let's level out. Let's level out a bit. 7,000 feet. 6,000. Okay. Come on down. Come on down. Oh. Okay. Throttle flaps. Landing gear down. Oh no. I put the flaps up too much. Okay, we gotta... Oh shit, we're too high. Come on. Come on, don't fail me now. We've only got, what, 2,000 more feet to go? Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, up. Oh, shit. Listen, the fact that we got this close.
Counts, right?
It almost counts. It almost counts. We're going to have to pull a U-turn. We're going to have to pull a U-turn. Maybe there's a road we could land on. Wow, we were so close. We were so close. Okay, throttle up. Throttle up.
You tried so hard.
Oh, crashed.
Damn.
Son of a bitch.
That was a short journey.
So much for Iceland. Let's see. Dan says, what is the new rumor based on? Oh, that's the rumor claim based on a number of websites. Yit says there was a clickbait article about Picard prequel featuring Riker and Troy too.
Like
they don't even want Marina Sirtis back.
Right, just like the DS clickbait article.
They confirmed that Riker is going to be back for season 2 of Lower Decks, at least the beginning. But Sirtis is not.
Episodes too, I think. So he's been directing episodes too. And,
right.
I have a little more information on the Orville, which is good. They're going to be hour-long episodes, and right now they're almost done with 6 of the proposed 13 they're doing or something like that.
Yeah, but that's not new. That's the same news I've been hearing for.
Well, I mean, they actually, we kind of speculated on the length of the episodes and how they were going to be, but John Cassar just was on an interview and he said each one's an hour long.
Interesting. I actually heard they were going to be a little longer than an hour.
I think he said there might be a couple in there that are. But Spoke 007 just did an interview with him, and he kind of shed some light on when they got shut down. They got shut down in the middle of episode 5.
I'll be right back.
They've got 5 in the hole right now, ready to go.
Birds coming back.
All right. I think that is all I need. Beautifuls. And then I'll need.
So I can hear you guys, but I pulled the power cord out of my second monitor, so I can't see you guys right at the moment.
And
or
was it by
anything on the
mistake?
screen. Huh?
By mistake?
Yes, by mistake, not on purpose. Where the hell did it go? How did the cord? Oh, the cord got wrapped around the Geloja machine.
Oh,
This is no good.
How could this have possibly have happened? Okay, now I understand why it came out. Now, here's the question. Is my skills so good that I can figure out where it plugged in? I could just turn it. There we go. Let there be light. And there
did you
was.
manage?
And it was good. Yes.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right.
So 5 episodes of the Orville are done, you said?
Yeah, 5 are in the hole.
That's cool. At least there's something.
And he said all of them are at least an hour.
Sweet.
And he said they're stepping up the game, too. They are stepping up the mother effing game.
Yeah, but that's for season 3. Will there be a season 4 is the real question. Dan23 says the Section 31 show is supposed to come after season 3, so they could put a hint in the show or not.
Well, I mean, Strange New Worlds, I think, is the next one in the pipeline. I think they're putting an axe to that Section 31 because I haven't heard anything about it. So, I mean, that's really hard to say.
We'll see. I think it's going to be Strange New Worlds as well. Dan23 says, yeah, so that's what they're doing with Doctor Who articles. Say David Tennant is coming back to Doctor Who, but when you read it, it's just for an audio or something not on screen. It's okay. None of us I can't spell either, Dan. Yit says it's a repulsive way of bringing news, and one of the reasons people are dropping off. Absolutely.
I must agree with you there. This is very, very true.
Dan says, Jitsi, Doctor Who articles do that say David Tennant is coming back. Wait, didn't I just read it? He deleted the comment because of spelling mistakes. Oh, but the deletion doesn't come through on my side. Mountains of Elysium says, greetings, Bert O'Prey 5X, Mom O'Prey 5, Sis O'Prey, Nephew O'Prey, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Mountains of Elysium. Dan says, are they still making Battlestar Galactica TV show for Peacock? I'm not sure. And Mountains of Elysium says, and greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Aroo!
All right.
Absolutely.
Now it's time to put this motherfucker together.
Well, I got a little tired of flight simulator. So what we're gonna do is do some power lines.
Is it more fun?
You know, it's just, I don't know about being more fun, but it's different. It's just something to do. I'll put the room link for anybody who wants to come in to powerline.io.
Sorry, I'm being so
Richie
boring.
is sharing a screen.
Yeah, I wanted to show this
Yeah.
to Joseph. All right, here's Florida Joseph. All right, I am right here in this bubble right here, up at top.
Mhm.
Okay, LDG is right here in Orlando.
Mhm.
From here to here, it is 6.5 hour drive. Miami's on the south of Florida. From my house to Miami, it's 11 hours. So that's how you put it in perspective. That's how big fucking Florida is. It's huge. Because I'm at the very top. I'm right here, and I work on this island right here. This is Destin. This whole island right here, and this is nothing but a 12-mile long strip of white sand beaches.
Shut the F up.
Seriously, that's what it is. That's what the best way to explain it. And then I have a condo on this island right here, which is just as beautiful, but my condo is right here. And if you want to come out, if you want to come out, no.
Shady Saint says, "Hey all,
Okay, this is
been
Sid,
lurking
right?
and eating breakfast, pancakes. Someone said pancakes in a stream the other day, and it sounded good. Tag, you're it. Pancake torch now passes. Thank you, Jason. I will probably now have to have pancakes this morning because of this. But thank you very much.
Wake up, mom, so she makes pancakes.
Right.
No, not our Jason.
This is where Sith
Jason's
Lord
Saint.
right here. Sith Lord and number one sci-fi. They live right here. So they're over in this area. But yes, I mean he's still about. That's still because Tallahassee is about 2.5 hours. So he's about 4 hours, maybe 4.5, 5 hours for me, maybe even 6, just straight across. 6 hours.
Did Positive Kendor move back to Florida?
Oh,
I
did he
think
move
he
from
did.
Florida? I didn't know if he moved from Florida or not.
47 Yorktown. Hello, young sir. Hello, young sir X. Thank you, 47 Yorktown. Sci-Fi Guy says Peacock. Is that a reference to NBC, or is that someone else? No, NBC created their version of CBS All Access, their streaming platform. It's just called Peacock.
Because of the feathers.
So yeah, I mean, I guess it's better than NBC Plus, but it's a weird name.
I
For a
watch it
streaming service.
just for the Blacklist primarily.
I'm not sure if it's a weird name because it works.
Does it?
I don't know. It's
Sci-Fi
memorable.
Guy didn't know what the hell it was.
Yeah,
It's memorable.
The embassy peacock, the bird.
I understand that NBC uses a peacock as their logo, but do most people even understand that these days? I don't think so. I bet if you ask most millennials what's the NBC logo, they say a bird.
3 letters, NBC.
I don't know. They're like, what's NBC? Is that the new channel on TikTok?
Right? What's that multicolor fan around the letters?
Yeah. So Yitza answered that it's both. Greetings, everybody. Hello. And the name, no, that's a bad name. That is a bad name for a streaming service.
What was the name? I didn't look.
Tiny Cock.
Oh, Tiny Cock.
Yeah, that is the streaming service for people who download streams.
So Carl says, is a peacock like a doomcock?
Doomcock is far more entertaining, I would bet. Pepper Verge, Pepper Venge, Kapla Pepper Venge. Good to see you. A new person, perhaps. Says, I see General Chang. Yes, I do take on the persona of General Chang, but I am also Birdo Prey 5. and on this channel,
Or
Bird of
not?
Prey 5X.
That is the question.
I am as constant as the Northern Star.
I love that movie. I love that movie so much.
And let's lift the dogs of war.
I'd pay real money if he'd shut up. Boy. Sci-Fi Guy says greetings. Greetings. Yes, there's a new, I don't know about a new Battlestar Galactica movie. I know that there's supposed to be a new Battlestar Galactica series coming to Peacock. JP says Blarg.
Blarg.
What's wrong with Blarg? I say Blarg. Oh, Blarg to Peacock? Yes, it is, Dan.
You are correct.
Peppervenge says, does Bird of Prey 5X indicate the presence of 5 birds of prey? No. The story of Bird of Prey 5, which is my main channel without the X, is that it was way back in the late 80s when I had my first online service, which was called Quantum Link for the Commodore 64. You had a 10-character maximum for the username. So I think I had just come back from, I don't know, seeing Star Trek 3, or it was one of the movies I used to watch a lot. You know, I had it on videotape. And of course, I loved the Klingon Bird of Prey. So I signed up for the service. I was like in 2nd grade, and I wanted Bird of Prey, but Bird of Prey was already taken. So I said, okay, I'll do Bird O Prey. That was also taken. So then I said, I'll just put a number at the end. And I just, for whatever reason, my brain at the time thought 5 was the best number out of my options of 0 to 9. So I threw a 5 at the end, and it was available. And hence I've been Bird O Prey 5, literally 3/4 or more of my life. Through the entire AOL internet thing.com bust, everything. I'm Bird O Prey 5 everywhere. And so on YouTube, the main channel is Bird O Prey 5. And then when I needed an extra channel, it just became Bird O Prey 5X. No, that's the reason. And as Joseph would usually say, Peppervenge, but because he's busy with Excel, you don't have to be crazy to be here, but it helps.
Definitely. And
Peppervenge came from a time I tried to say proper revenge, but drunk. Very cool. Well, proper revenge is, of course, best served cold. A dish best served cold.
And with a side of alcohol.
JP says, did you have an ICQ number? I had ICQ, but only for like the one person who only used ICQ. I didn't use ICQ. I had AOL Instant Messenger. And I went directly from that to Skype. I mean, I was still using AIM when it shut down. I was one of the people affected when they shut it down. That's weird, but we actually, my friend who comes on the channel sometimes, Addie in Stereo, we used to use Instant Messenger, AOL Instant Messenger, until it shut down. But now we use, what's it called? Slack. Yeah, Slack. We set up a Slack thing. He used to work for AOL, but not when I knew him. But back in the day, he worked for AOL. So this is the game Power Lines Slack.io if anybody wants to play. All you need is a keyboard. Oh, Slack is cool. Absolutely. Carlos says, Bird of Prey, what does AOL stand for? Something stupid like America Online. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Well, back in the day of when AOL Instant Messenger was the hotness, but we didn't call the hotness then. That hadn't been invented yet. When AOL Instant Messenger was new, I was creating, and I fancied myself. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I fancied myself, but I made Kapunt, the Klingon punter. In Visual Basic, you could make software that would knock other people offline. So then they were called punting software. Like you'd get an instant message from somebody that would immediately knock them offline. Oh, son of a bitch. So I created Kapunt, the Klingon punter. And it worked. I tell you, it worked. It was fun. I also created software called Text Fade that basically let you fade the colors. Once they started allowing HTML colors in the text, then everybody wanted to send rainbows and shades. So you could type in your settings you wanted to send, and then pick your two colors, and it would automatically fade between the colors for you. So I had Text Fade and Kapunt were two software packages I'd made for Instant Messenger. Of course, today I probably wouldn't even be able to. I haven't used Visual Basic in so long. I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, you're probably like, God, I can't even remember fucking how to use Visual Basic. It's been that fucking long.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've forgotten so much more than I will ever learn again. Let's see. We'll read the comments as soon as I die again, which won't be long.
All right.
Let's see, I'm in 5th place, but this is because it's a small room. I killed a dog, son of a bitch.
Oh, you be having that?
Patsy won't be happy. Ooh, look at all those. Look at all those sons of bitch. Oh. There's dog. Dog is back. I killed him again. I'm in 3rd place. I'm in 3rd place in the room. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh God!
You know what? Just listening to it without having the visual cues, it sounds so bad.
Powerline 0.10.
JP says, I'm pretty sure everyone worked for AOL or Comcast at one point. I didn't. Dan says, I like the Will and Grace joke about the NBC logo. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what Will and Grace is, but I don't know the joke. Yitza says, back in the day, I got AOL diskettes and CDs for free internet, and I was very disappointed to realize I couldn't use them here. Oh man, that's true. Did they send them out even internationally and you couldn't use them? That's crazy. There were so many. My God, AOL probably, I wouldn't be surprised if 2% of all floppy disks ever manufactured were free AOL floppy disks. And then the CDs, Used to get the PC magazine and you rip open the bag and there was this CD-ROM in there.
Yeah,
Like, oh, it's free.
Software magazines.
Yeah, back in the day. Dan says one of the richest companies use the logo of an apple with a bite taken out of it. Yeah, that's true. Sour apple, says it's Ditto. Oh, Ditto. Welcome back, Carlo. Yitsa says with worms. Oh my God. Back in the day when people actually had worms and apples before pesticides. The Peppervenge says that's a neat looking game. It is, and it's free and it's easy to quick to learn, and you just use your keyboard to play. Now, if you have a cell phone, I think you're probably out of luck. But if you're still working on a computer, then it's fun. And poison apples. Dan23 says, Bird of Prey, what's the worst company logo you've ever seen? And your favorite logo ever? Oh man, that's a tough question. Favorite logo. I don't know. Okay. I would say the Jeep grill logo. It's got the round headlights and the 7 slots.
I like when logos are done like that they put really thought into it. And one of those logos, for example, Toyota, where you have basically in the whole logo the whole name of the car company.
Well, like FedEx has that arrow in the logo. I never even knew it was there.
Hello, everybody. This is Ensign Ricky, your YouTube resident Richard, and welcome back to the Lower Decks. And in today's video, I will be starting on my Ensign's breakdown.
It's Ricky recording some audio.
Looks like it.
Let's see. What other good logos I'm trying to picture in my head? The Burger King burger logo. I don't know. Coca-Cola, would that really be considered a logo? I mean, I have the shirt. I bought a Coca-Cola logo shirt, so I guess it is. That's a really tough question. And then for a logo, what's the worst logo? I don't know, because I guess the worst logo is the one you don't remember, to be completely honest. The fact that I can remember a logo would kind of already prove it's not a terrible logo. Although I'd say the most, it can be an annoying logo. You know what I don't like? I don't like the Carfax Fox, because it started as a joke that it's not Carfox, it's Carfax. And then they're like, oh shit, we're going to make the Fox the official logo of Carfax. Like, purposely confusing people. Like, you don't want Carfox, you want Carfax. That was the original commercial they made. The Fox is what you didn't want. Next thing you know, the Carfox is in all the Carfax commercials. So, I mean, but like I said, as a logo goes, the fact that I could even recall it, and now it's become so synonymous with it, it's certainly a working logo. It's just one I'm annoyed with.
Ensign's Breakdown series. But in today's breakdown video, I will also be starting my Follow the Map series. For today's breakdown video, I will also be starting my...
Jason Saint says, I remember that getting software in magazines. Well, before people could just download everything, that was basically it. All the popular stuff would be put onto CDs and sent out in magazines, and you go buy the magazine, and you had like 700 megs worth of crap you would have downloaded otherwise. Dan says, is it a mistake in the undiscovered country? Excelsior was cataloging gaseous planetary anomalies, and then later Uhura says, what about the equipment we're carrying to catalog gaseous anomalies? I think it was probably the result of a rewrite that, if I remember, I believe that Excelsior was supposed to come in sooner into the fight, and they were like, both ships were supposed to be there, and for whatever reason they couldn't do it. I don't know, I think it was a money issue. I'm not 100% sure, but they rewrote it at the last minute, and they needed to have the gaseous anomaly somehow, so they just put it on Enterprise, and they never went back and fixed, So in my head canon, and this is only head canon, Excelsior was cataloging gaseous anomalies in the Beta Quadrant, so I assumed Enterprise was cataloging gaseous anomalies in the Alpha Quadrant.
Where the ship and crew go from episode to episode on the galactic map.
Although, to be honest, the Enterprise wasn't in service, it seemed, at the beginning of the movie. Right? They were all like ready to be retired. I don't know where they were. It seemed like they didn't come from the ship. So I really don't know. I would say it's a mistake. Just like I know it's not a mistake, but Scotty bringing the body to the bridge in Star Trek 2. It was just a stupid thing for him to do. Yitsa says, one of my childhood traumas was biting into a peach and having an earth earworm, oh God, crawl out of it. This might have been long after seeing the gruesome earworm scene in Trek, and to this day I'm hesitant biting. My God, so would I be. I'll tell you what scared me to crap one day was I stuck my finger in my ear and a beetle came out. Like a little beetle had flew into my ear, and I put my finger. I was like, "What's that?" And I took it out, and it was a fucking beetle on my finger that was in my ear. And of course,
this is the kind of
watching Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan. That's you don't want any live thing crawling in your ear, let alone an insect.
And the crew of the Enterprise D as they travel.
Pepperven says, Dan, I imagine all starships that have equipment as they're exploring space. Yeah, but the way they said it, I think it was totally meant that Uhura was supposed to say, what about Excelsior's equipment? Or what if somebody on Excelsior might have said it? And then they gave the line to Uhura in a rewrite. Dan23 says, in the UK, you can buy the Logo board game. I think they might have that something similar where they take out the name, but they show you the logo and you have to guess which brand it is. Pepperven says, I played the Logo board game in the USA. Yeah, I've seen it. I haven't played it, but I've seen it. Whereabouts in the USA are you, Pepperven, if you don't mind us asking? I'm in New York. Ensign Ricky already is in Florida, if you were here for that.
Yeah.
Yitzi Lowell's at Ritke. Mounted Elysium says, gaseous anomalies on the Enterprise. I think they were expecting a Star Trek 5 Kirk instead of the one we got. Carlos says, I remember when I got Star Trek Academy and it was 5 CDs, and I was like, wow, this must be the biggest game that'll ever be made. Great game, but nowhere near the biggest game. Yeah. No, there's a lot of video on those discs back in the day. Dan says, Scotty brings the body to bridge in Star Trek 2 in the novelization. Yes. Well, even in the director's cut of the movie, it's his nephew, which, makes a sense as to why he cared so much about this one particular guy. I mean, Scotty's lost a lot of people over the years.
With the adventures of Captain.
JP says, oh God, Power Line is a snafu from Intellivision. Oh God, Powerline is Snafu from Intellivision? Well, I would imagine it's a lot like the game Snake that was on all those Nokia phones back in the day. But I doubt Intellivision. Was it multiplayer?
Jump right.
Because the whole point of Powerline is that it's an online multiplayer.
Attract the next generation's first season.
Carlos says everyone loves the D. Some people love it more than others. Pepperben says I got the Enterprise D in Minecraft. Very cool. I've seen videos of that Enterprise D in Minecraft. Dan says, Carlo, I remember video games that came with more than one disc. Absolutely. And Pepper Avengers in Colorado. Oh, could you possibly be at NORAD? We might be talking with someone in the Stargate command.
First season. So,
and Pepper Avengers, if you're classified and you can't tell us that you're in NORAD or at Stargate command, just say no, and we'll totally believe you. Carlos says, I like the Command and Conquer had a GDI and a nod disc. Yes, I remember that. Dan says, as a child, I was stung in the ear by a wasp once. It went in my ear and stung me and flew away. Wow. Oh, that must have been horrible, Dan. I'm so sorry. Look up Snafu. Snafu. Okay, well, let's just look it up here. Snafu. Hope this doesn't get me. Confused or chaotic state, a mess. That's what I thought it meant. A confusion of chaos. Snafu Wikipedia. Snafu is an acronym widely used for sarcastic expression. Situation normal, all effed up. It's a well-known example of military acronym slang.
But in today's breakdown video, I will also be starting my Follow the Map series, in which
Situation normal.
Selected truck series and
Powerline is so that's a game.
Bird mute, Ricky, please.
Okay,
Perfect.
Ricky, when you're done recording your audio, you feel free to unmute. Loves the D. Is Whopper still there? I don't know. Probably Whopper is still in NORAD. Yeah. I don't know if Peppervenge can tell us about Whopper. Lowell, he's miles north of NORAD. Yes. Okay. Nice.
By the way, what happened yesterday with the movie? Because I didn't listen to the audio from the stream because we were watching the movie here, and then it basically just cut off. You know, the few last minutes, and then you fixed it. Yeah, then you fixed it. But what happened?
What happened? Why it cut off?
Yeah, why it cut off? Yeah,
I don't know. My conversion software that converts it to MP4 file. It apparently just something must have bugged out, and it stopped because the second time I did it too, even on different settings, it died also. It like got to 98%, 99%, and then just stopped. But it didn't tell me, it didn't give me an error. It just finished. So I assumed it was done.
That was so interesting about it because I was like, what the heck happened? Because it shouldn't even be processed. It should have given you like immediately error or something.
Absolutely, it should have given an error message. The fact that it finished the video out just boggles the mind as to what actually went wrong. But good news is that I did double check. I made the Futurama video for later today, and I checked both the start, the middle, and the end, and it's all good. So we have episodes 13 through 16 of Futurama season 2 for today. Cinema Saturday Sunday edition.
Perfect.
North of NORAD. Okay. So Oh, geez, Pepper Venge. If you ever see Alexander around and you tell him you're in Colorado, he's been looking for someone to go on a mission in Lone Tree, Colorado, but he won't tell us what the mission is. Just be wary, be prepared. Jason says, I used to have boxes and boxes of discs. So much software, so little storage. Glad those days are over. Losing a disc was not a good idea. No, it wasn't. Remember taking, like I'd have like 2 3.5-inch floppies, and I would go to go to school with them, which was college. And like, Jesus, why? And then by the middle of college, I was like, oh, they put in zip drives, and I had 100 megabytes. I was like, shit, I'm the man. I can go download 100 megs of stuff at the college and then upload it when I got home, because they had faster connections than I had at home. Yitza says you need to add that the game Snafu. You need to add game Snafu game.
He's saying the game you're playing is like this game, Snafu.
Situation normal, all effed up game. Okay. That's what I thought he meant, that it was all like the game Snafu. But so there's a video game from Intellivision called Snafu, and Power Lines is like it. That was exactly what I thought he meant the first time. I just never heard of Snafu the game. Yes, it is like Snake from Nokia. Carlos says, I still have over 100 game discs in my war robe for PC. I doubt any of them will work on a newer PC. That's the thing. If it's a 16-bit games won't run on 64-bit processors at all, which is ridiculous because a 16-bit game will run on a 32-bit processor and a 32-bit game will run on a 64-bit processor. So why can't a 16-bit game run on a 64-bit processor? I don't understand. I read and read and read about it, but they couldn't convince me of why that couldn't work. Incomplete transcoding, says JP's. Yeah, I guess that's what happened yesterday. Dan says, I remember when I was younger and there were Star Trek movies on DVD, and some of them came with a demo of video games on a separate disc. I don't remember that, but possible. All that work, Berto Prey, for 3 minutes. Is the file too big? No, the file was perfectly average. We've done much bigger files than that before. This was like probably a 1 in 1,000 chance of that happening. Dan says, I've seen Stargate Command Building in other sci-fi movies. Absolutely. Asian Muslim wife born in the USSR is the best choice for Alexander. Apparently it is. Dan 23 says the Star Trek Academy building is one you can see in other films and TV. Interesting. Exactly, says JP's. Pepper Ben says, my sister lives very near Lone Tree, and I'm not far from it. So as long as the mission doesn't involve me breaking the law, I'd be down. Oh, wow, Pepper Ben. Alexander's going to be so excited if we see him soon. As long as you don't mind taking orders from a Quebecan devout communist, you should be okay. I'm not saying that to disparage him. This is how he identifies himself. Jason Saint says, Apple Pie to the rescue soon. Next gen can run Windows, maybe. You mean Raspberry Pi? Did Apple buy Raspberry Pi? This is how rumors start. JP says, no, don't agree to anything Alexander has you to. Raspberry. Okay, there we go. Raspberry. Yes. Carlos says there should be a way to change to state of a computer to be backwards compatible. There should be a way to change the state of a computer to be backwards compatible. I believe, is that what it says? Way, not wait. Yeah, there should be a way to change the state of the computer. I think there should be. Absolutely. But apparently all the computer engineers and computer programmers say no, can't be done. Can't be done. Let's check the Google News this morning. SNL's has Baldwin, Trump, and Kerry's Biden go head to head in final debate. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure they were fair and balanced.
I know that you don't like it, but it's funny.
SNL lampoons presidential debate, Rudy Giuliani in cold open. Why I voted for Trump in 2016 and why I will vote for him again. Goodwin. No, Democrats haven't been trying to overturn the 2016 vote. What is that, a fact check? Mike Pence's top aide tested positive for the virus, and Pence will keep campaigning. Ooh, nobody goes to campaigns to see Pence.
What? Pence's what?
Pence's top aide tested positive for the virus.
Top aide. Pence's top aide. Okay.
5
No. Don't crash. Don't crash.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus.
you don't want.
No, not respond. You know, when you are working on something and then the not responding appears.
Yeah, it scares me.
All the time.
5 key races likely to determine Senate control. 5 updates. Amy Coney Barrett's nomination advances towards Senate vote. Fierce Diablo winds and strongest fire weather this season forced power cuts to nearly 400,000 customers in Northern California. Oof, that sucks. Bad enough you're already living in Northern California. Then you're not going to have power. U.S. reports second highest day of coronavirus cases since the pandemic began. The highest day was Friday. It's just because of testing.
You know what? It's as well here, as I mentioned to you, that we are doing the nationwide, the nationwide testing yesterday, and they are running now a 3-day pilot in 4 counties, and it's 180,000 people in those 4 counties. 120 were tested, and they found they are doing the tests on the infection, not the virus itself. If you are a carrier, but if you are infectious carrier, because those tests are done like it takes only like 15 minutes to do the test and getting the results. So, fuck, you wouldn't believe how much stuff didn't save. It crashed on me.
So sorry, Joseph. You see, if you didn't have YouTube running, it probably would have been okay.
No.
Fault.
It's not your fault. It's the fault of the faulty Microsoft software that is.
I'm going to delete my YouTube channel.
You know what? I would rather delete Microsoft Office from my computer.
It's over.
Okay.
Delete it.
So here, Google News is telling me Star Trek Picard prequel following Riker and Troy announced. Do they know what type of news I click on? Let's see. Comicbook.com, which is owned by CBS. Okay, got it. So that. Star Trek Picard brought back Jonathan Frakes and William Riker and Marina Sirtis as Diana Troy from Star Trek Next Generation episode, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, it's the prequel novel. So Dan was ahead of the Google News. What is this? How old are the heroes? I don't care. Star Trek Discovery, Dr. Colbert's orders. Fucking. Trump privately tells donors it will be very tough for the GOP to hold the Senate. Could Trump contest even a landslide? What? Could Trump contest even? Oh, could he contest even a landslide? Yeah, I don't think. Oh, Mayan Stargate. Here it is. Dean Devlin reveals the original Stargate trilogy plans. So there's going to be a Mayan Stargate?
No. It was supposed to be. There was yesterday I watched the video.
Movie, I think.
They had an interview about with Dean Devlin about the Stargate movie, and he basically mentioned that in that one that the boy that plays Ra in the movie, he wasn't supposed to be in the beginning. He wasn't even supposed to be an alien. He was supposed to be like the slave, the master of the slaves there, and they were very unhappy with the portrayal, and basically only in post-production and few reshoots they made Ra. Basically, they made him to become Ra because they were so unhappy with how outlandish the actor Jay Davidson portrayed the character. So they changed him in few reshoots, and basically with adding the glowing eyes effect and modding the voice to the alien, so that he looked alien basically in his behavior. And even Jay Davidson, as the actor, was extremely happy with what they did with the post-production after he saw the movie, because he realized that he was very bad in that movie and that he was a miscasted character. And then he revealed, he said, since the movies, the trilogy basically is dead, he revealed that the second movie was supposed to be about the Mayan pyramids and a different world, because the gate had like 9 chevrons. Also, so they could open something like 9 chevrons on the screen, but they opened only 7, and that with a combination with a different chevron, it was supposed to be another world, a Mayan world, Mayan civilization, Mayan planet. And the third movie was supposed to be about all the conspiracy theories that you hear in the about ancient cultures. They wanted to bring in the third movie everything together under one umbrella. So it was actually something like a 10-minute video that I watched yesterday. So maybe. Cool. So that's the whole summary that Dean Devlin basically told in that interview, because they wanted to keep everything under wraps, but obviously since the movie is dead anyway, he gave out the information.
That sounded cool. Obviously, it's never going to happen now, but
yes, communist
Pepperbench, yeah, Quebec communist. Yes. Alexander is very. He's a Quebecan separatist. He wants independence for Quebec, and he wants it under communist rule. But he's a lot of fun. Jason says maybe considering, yes, if the lone tree plan. John Araki, Krapla, John Araki. Carlos says, I didn't realize it, but it said Chang. Could have been a thing. Yes. JP says, if you end up on a no-fly list and banned from leaving the continent, you'll end up on a no-fly list and banned from leaving the continental U.S. if you do Alexander's missions. That's possible. Jason says NVIDIA owns it. What does NVIDIA own? I missed that. Carlos says, remember Get AIDS to help? No. Oh, yeah, there's a South Park episode that Jared, that didn't age well. Yeah. Jared from Subway has AIDS.
Jared.
JB says, I just got notification, renew my pet license, or I'll face a $250 fine. Well, you know what? I don't agree with pet licenses, because if a license means the government has the right to say no. And I do not acknowledge their right to say no, that we could not have Sassy. So F you. Take you all the way to the Supreme Court.
Jeff Franklin wants a link to the panel.
What do you think? He thinks we just let anyone up here?
You heard him, Jeff. Are you important?
You don't need to leave anyone on the panel, but you definitely have to allow Jeff to come up to the panel.
There you go, Jeff. Thank you for letting me know, Ensign, because I was a few minutes away from getting to the bottom of the chat.
Dictator move right there. Dictator's making moves.
JP says, "What the fuck, Joseph? No autosave."
It unfortunately only 2 entries. I realized, and it got a little bit messed up, but only 2 entries didn't. Yeah,
it says that you should be using Google Docs.
It's all right.
Corporate
stuff. So
well, you do it in Google and then you save it to Excel when you're done.
I watched that Question of Trek yesterday. It was pretty good last episode.
Oh, we got Mr. Londell here too. Kapla, Mr. Londell.
Kapla.
Kapla.
Hello, Mr. Londell. Like half the answers to all those questions.
Eastland says, "Are you going to prep the tummy for the out-of-date spam? I missed part of this, having just woken up. I'm not actually going to eat the out-of-date spam, Eastland. Sorry. Clickbait. Actually, the question says, will I eat the out-of-date spam? So it's not spam. It's not 100% clickbait, but the answer is no. And there's Jeff Franklin. Welcome, Jeff, to the panel.
Kapla Bird, thank you.
Kapla.
Hi, Jeff.
What
Good
time
morning.
is it that we got all these people on? Oh, 7:35. Wow. It's late.
7:35 for you.
Yes, 7:35 for me. This is true. Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry, Eastland. Not today. Maybe next week. JP says, "Okay, I'm out. People going to go watch Discovery." Wow. Wow, they're leaving me to watch Discovery.
Well then.
Wow.
Elysium says, "Greetings to Eastland Burkholder." Eastland says that actor was good in Stargate and the movie involving the Irish Troubles.
Which actor?
I don't know. The Ra actor?
Jay Davidson.
It's James Spader.
Jay Davidson played. Yeah.
In the Crying Game, that was kind of a Irish Republican Army theme. In
that was a brilliant movie, but too dark. I don't know. I didn't feel good after watching that movie.
It was a dark subject. I mean, terrorism.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe in the reboot it'll be the Mayans and not the Egyptians, says Carlo. Could be interesting, although I really love the Egyptian tie-in.
Right.
Rebooting
Stargate goes beyond Egyptian tie-in. They go into like Arthurian lore, all sorts of shit. I mean, Merlin.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, they almost had everything. I mean, they ran out of like Egyptian gods, and they were like, "What the fuck do we do next? Well, fuck it, Knights of the Round Table. Let's do this shit." You know, I mean, it's like we're looking for Merlin.
Well, it's not just it was all ancient mythology like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of different mythology, but like I said, they ran out of Egyptian gods after a point, and they're like, "Well, who the fuck are we going to throw against them now?" You know, what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, like Puff the Magic Dragon.
So, what are they trying to reboot Stargate?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, like, the only person that we would ever get information about that is Brad Wright, and because he's like the man, and supposedly COVID shut everything down when he was in the middle of talking to MGM, trying to get a new Stargate on TV.
Yeah.
So, but he's the man to talk to. I mean, that's the dude. As soon as he says it's a go, it's a go.
This is an interesting thing from Dan here. He says he saw a video actor who played Daniel Jackson said Independence Day was supposed to be a sequel to the Stargate movie where the other gods want revenge for killing Ra and come to Earth to destroy it, but it was changed and made into its own sci-fi movie. Because I could really see Independence Day being based on that.
It was all of them were Emmerich movies, so yeah.
Yeah.
Kapla.
And besides, I thought Dean Devlin was pissed because they had turned it into a television series in the first place.
Yeah, they hate the problem was it was the movie was filmed as independent movie.
Yeah.
And the French investors basically 2 days or something before the release of the movie to the cinemas, the French investors sold it for $5 million to MGM.
Oh, okay.
And without notifying Devlin or Emmerich about it. And basically, what happened that the movie, and because MGM was supposed to be only the distributor, not the owner of the rights, because it was an independent movie, and they were only supposed to be the distributors. But the French investors sold it for $5 million to MGM.
And $5 million.
$5 million, $5 million, and the movie made like 200.
Yeah,
so
and plus with the television shows.
And what happened? And what happened? MGM wanted to do a television show, and so Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich walked on the lot of MGM, and were like, "Okay, we are here. You want to talk TV show? Let's talk." And they were like, "We will talk, but not with you." So that's why they hate it. That's why they hated the show because it was done
behind their backs. Yeah.
Behind their backs. Yeah.
I can't blame them for that. But I thought they had certain options that they couldn't exercise because of that. It was something like,
yeah,
like you said, they became open to the idea of a television series, but it was certain things that they needed that was supposed to be done or could have been done, but weren't. Is mainly why they were pissed. But I mean, you can't blame them. Stargate. I mean, well, the first Independence Day. I mean, come on, that stayed #1 for how many months in the theaters?
It was like 9 months in theaters, and it was in the time where you had the movies running in theaters for a very long period of time.
Yeah.
It was.
I remember that when I was watching the documentary for Silence of the Lambs, the Silence of the Lambs basically won an Oscar in 1991, but it went to the cinemas went to the cinemas somewhere around March 1990. So it was and it was in the cinemas the whole year long.
Yeah, you don't see that anymore. Maybe a couple months or so.
Well, Hollywood screwed itself up. They began to think all of these summer movies were supposed to be blockbusters, and then all movies are supposed to be big blockbusters, and that's losing the shirts now. Yeah, don't be surprised if this time next year you can be an independent film developer. And probably just leave Hollywood out of it, period.
That's a good thing, actually.
Yeah, because
in many ways.
Yeah. Their stupidity and letting leftist actors run everything is about to kill them, along with the coup.
Yeah, I said that actually I would like to see film studios right now basically having not enough money, so that they can open their drawers and find some good scripts that don't require big budgets.
They have them, they're not producing them.
That's what I said. So they open the drawers and pull out some good scripts, because that's basically what we need right now.
Leave all the damn remakes and reboots alone. Okay. A movie like Psycho or Halloween or even Independence Day does not need a reboot or a remake. Let it stand on its own.
Well, they think it's easy to produce something like that because it's a known name, so they don't have to build up, the universe or an audience.
No, it's not that easy, as you can see.
Well, they think that way. They think that it's built in.
Look, okay, Gone with the Wind is the classic that it is for a reason. And that's lightning in a bottle, and you are not going to catch it again.
Oh, I agree with you.
Period. Same with Casablanca, Maltese Falcon.
Frankly, dear, I don't give a damn.
They don't give a damn. That's why they're losing their asses.
Hey, Bird, I don't know if you want us to see what you're typing. Maybe you do.
What is Tap Talk?
Interesting thing is I'm not watching his screen. I'm just watching my screens here.
He says, yes, Jeff, I do. Okay.
And did we lose Bert or what?
I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe he needs to be quiet right now.
I'm chewing. Sorry.
Oh, he's
I
chewing.
muted the microphone.
Well, I hope you're chewing something that's tasty.
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 Pretzel.
So, Ricky, I heard that you watched A Question of Trek yesterday. Sorry, I'm still waking up.
Yeah, I was at work. I watched the whole thing. I was late. I couldn't. We were busy during the time you guys were on, but I watched it when I was driving around. But yeah, there was so many questions out there I fucking knew right off the bat. I was like, K's on, motherfuckers! K's on! And they weren't smart enough.
Yeah, you know what? I knew Kazan, but I didn't know the reason.
Well, because they say it. Because she says it. Because the Kazan weren't technologically advanced enough. They just left them alone. They just weren't good enough for the Borg. But I mean, I knew right off the bat because I knew the Kazan were a fucking. I remember Kazan being a low number, not like 1,000, but 100. And I was like, oh yeah, fucking. I was like, yeah, I bet you it's the Kazan, and the reason why is they're fucking dumb.
It was like a logical reason, but I didn't. I was like because they are like meh.
Well, I like the scoreboard and everything. I think it was a good show all the way around.
That was the scoreboard. It was magnificent.
Yeah, that was a really good show. I liked it. It was fun.
I thought it was the Talaxians or Talaxian, whatever the hell Neelix's people.
Talaxian.
Oh my God! What the hell is somebody post?
Like the like, what's the formal name for the 8472? Like the undied.
I did that I didn't know. That I didn't know.
So Peppervenge says, I'm confused as to why a separatist in Canada wants anything to do with Lone Tree, Colorado. Well, you know what, Peppervenge? He also is a collector of comics and Ooters merchandise. So who knows? Who knows?
And anything Jar Jar?
Oh, yes, Jar Jar. If you have any
79.
unopened Jar Jar action figures, he will take it from you off. If you send it to him, he'll take it from you. Captain Track, good morning, Captain Track. Hello, Berto
Morning, Captain
5X.
Track.
Sorry I didn't get to this sooner, but there was a lively discussion, and I had to take my morning pills.
Morning, Cap.
Eastland says, must I renew my Kurogan pet license? No, Kurogan doesn't have pet licenses. from my oversized venomous bat. I agree the government stay out of most matters, but when stupid pet owners have dangerous dogs, I start to want some regulations. In Karoga, you'd be, I'm not going to say compelled, but encouraged to carry a firearm. So if a dog was ever that dangerous, you could put it down, which I would, be very sad. But if the dog was attacking a person, then I hope you would do it.
Do it.
Mountains of Elysium says, Joseph, the problem is all those intelligent, well thought out movies will be read out of existence by the outrage mob.
Do it.
Carlos says, I like a lot of low budget independent films because a lot of them have great story and excellent writing. They don't rely on actors and special effects to make a good film, but a remake of them would. I don't think I like independent films. I really don't. I don't know. I'm just not.
Do you realize
quite
that Stargate is an independent
sure. Well,
film?
then I like Stargate. Okay.
For example,
I like Stargate.
And it cost only $50 million to make.
Yeah, but like Star Trek 3 cost like $50 million to make too. I mean, in those days you could make movies for like less than
25 years later.
There was like, what, 10, 11 years between Star Trek 3 and Stargate?
Yeah. Stargate was 94 or 96, something like this.
Something like 94.
There's no pancakes yet, Jason.
Star Trek 3 was, what, 83? 80? Was it 84?
Says Hollywood is like evil stepsisters that rip off the pretty bits of Cinderella's well-crafted mice-made dress, but pile on the floor doesn't add up to a whole movie. Anyone remember that? No. Good morning, Nephew O'Prey. Good morning, Nephew O'Prey. Oh, he's bright-eyed with big open eyes. Beautiful. How good did you sleep? 6. Wow, you slept till 6 a.m.? And you didn't even take off your socks all night. Wow. That's some amazing sleep.
I sleep like a baby. I cry, I pee, and I want to eat, right?
Nephew O'Prey has grabbed my finger and he won't let go. Yeah. You wanna sit with me, Nephew O'Prey? I watched yesterday. It's good. Oh, Nephew O'Prey.
Sit with Uncle Joey.
Hey?
Sit with Uncle Joey. Yeah, in every position you see you can look at Uncle Joey.
Aw.
You
want anything? You can say it into the microphone, Nephew O'Prey. These are your people too.
Biden.
Hello.
I don't think Nephew O'Prey said vote Biden. It sounded like it came from you. His Nephew O'Prey's first words are vote Biden.
Oh my God.
Mr. Lundell said, oh my God.
Yes, but did you see what Biden said recently?
I did see what Biden said recently. I've seen a lot of things what Biden said. He was tired of all the smart guys and that him and Obama had the largest voter fraud organization in American history.
And now he does.
Oh, it was great.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that.
You didn't see that?
No. I'm honestly, I'm not watching those videos, and I told you I couldn't care less about the U.S. politics.
Pepper Van says Borg only assimilate species that actively advance. I don't know if they ignore species; they destroy. Seven said they either.
Yeah, well, they don't. I'm sure they come back if the technological level of the species was raised today, but if they're not important enough for the board just don't think about them.
Yeah, so like
They
all
pay
these
attention,
different things
you know,
in
so I mean,
history
that's alone.
and the sea.
So it's like with the Kazon, they're just too dumb for the board. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no
Yeah.
point. You know, there's no point in fucking. You know, maybe 50 years down the line when the Kazon get good tech or something, the board might consider it. But right now, there's just no fucking need.
Well, the Kazon have no tech. They've developed no technology of their own. They took that all they have from the former masters.
Yeah, or the Akampa or something.
Yeah, and the way things look, they barely know how to use it.
Yeah, I mean they're tribal. So I mean, the fucking DQ discount Klingons.
No, they're not discount Klingons.
Eastland says my chat is interested in what you guys are saying. Say hello to Sassy and family. And do not eat blonde lizard, Sassy.
His name.
Sisso probably wants to know what Kitty's name is. Cat's name.
Kid Kid.
Captain Track says Mountain Elysium. He was wondering about Babylon 5. Das Experiment, a German movie from the early 2000s, was a brilliant independent movie, says Mountains of Elysium.
Does it have to do with crabs?
I don't think it has anything to do with crabs. Peppervenge says there's a production budget for films, which is often public, but films have more than one budget, which is typically not public. I wasn't aware. Eastland says wearing socks is oppression.
But it's
So
vital in the wintertime.
I feel so oppressed.
Mountains of Elysium says Captain Track, I'll have to do a few more Babylon 5 videos on his channel. Yeah. 47 Yorktown says hello, younger sir.
No, that must be you. Sir.
Yes.
Captain Trick might be in the back.
Oh, Captain Track is here. Kapla, Captain Track.
My British friend Gwen pointed out that we are Charles and Diana.
You did not.
Yes. Yeah. She was like, "Oh, I love it, Charles and Diana."
So one of Sisso Prey's British friends pointed out that, well, Charlie being Charles and her being Diana, they're Charles and Diana.
Oh.
So we have a little
Yeah.
British royal family going.
Yeah, didn't end up well for neither of them.
It didn't end up well for either of them. That's kind of true, I guess.
Actually, Chuck got the woman he should have married in the first place. So
He needed to stretch this morning because he slept like this, and then he was like, man, and so then I turned him over, and he was just doing the stretches.
Let's see, where are we in the chat? Where are we in the chat? Here we go. The creator of this original Stargate movie did a sequel novel, says Dan. We know that. And then Captain Track said hello. I read that one. Oh, I skipped a couple. My bad. Carlos says Bird of Prey versus Lore Reloaded was the best. When's the rematch? I don't know. Now they got Trek Yards on there. They're probably going for a higher class of YouTuber.
No, we definitely want you and Lore back. We need that rematch.
Peppervenge says I haven't been to bed yet. It's 5:35 where I am. Wow, you've been up. You're okay. So you stay up late at night, Peppervenge. That's probably why I've never seen you at my more normal time streams. This is quite early for me. My usual streams between 2 and 5 p.m. Eastern start time.
And future guy, you're slipping. You're a little less in the future right now.
Yeah. 1 hour closer to you.
Yeah.
But it's a minor setback that will be fixed within 1 week. So
okay,
it's fine. It's fine.
Captain Track says you can understand leaving Anti-Tracker to watch Discovery, but not Birdo Prey 5X.
I can't understand leaving either of them to watch Discovery.
Well, I had to say something.
Carlos,
okay.
Thor was a good character.
Okay, if you had a choice,
character.
Anti-Tracker or Bird of Prey 5, who would you choose?
Let's not get into this type of thing here.
No, I'm not going to debate that.
That's not nice. Val Elysium says, "Greetings, my friend, Captain Track." Captain Track says, "Greetings, Val Elysium." And Nephew of Prey is kicking me repeatedly. No, wait, did Captain Track, you can come back? Captain Track?
Captain Track probably just dropped. He didn't want to drop. He was
Okay.
laughing. I don't think that there was something horrible happening.
Okay, good, because there was nothing negative was intended. Of course, I like hearing I'm better than Anti-Tracker, but Mom O'Prey tells me that every day, so it's okay.
Well, she's a little biased too.
She says, "At least you're not Anti-Tracker."
Well, I'm sure it's a good thing that Anti-Tracker is not you, so it goes both ways.
Eastland says, "Limited edition sci-fi series are needed. Stop before you have your Fonzie jump the shark." Well, we're gonna jump space sharks. You don't know what's jump the shark means?
No, never heard of it.
You've never heard the
No,
term?
really? Even I know that.
Even Yosa from Slovakia knows of it. Okay,
Is it
so
like blinker fluid? It doesn't really.
no, it's not like blinker fluid. It's real. So you know the show Happy Days, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Fonzie was like the main character in Happy Days.
The leather jacket.
Yeah, with the leather jacket, the cool guy.
Do you want a Fonzie jacket for Halloween as well? You want to be?
So he's not going to be the Fonz for Halloween.
He can be both. He can be.
Okay. So as Happy Days went on many seasons, they finally had an episode where Fonzie was jumping a shark, like on
On a motorcycle?
No, not on a motorcycle. He was water skiing.
Water skiing. Yeah.
So, like,
it was a stupid challenge. Another thug
challenge
him
to
over
it,
there.
and so I had the episode where Fonzie jumped the shark, and from that point on, the show was just like on a downhill. It was all downhill from there.
So that's the point in the show.
So
Just
yeah,
throw anything in life.
right. So you say a movie or show jumps the shark, like The Simpsons jumped the shark 15 seasons ago,
Maybe.
depending on how you think.
Yeah, that means that was the really stupid episode.
Yeah, South Park is
that's
doing
destroying
pretty good. But I mean, it's been used in movies and stuff. I'm surprised. Pulling on
You
his arm.
put it on his arm a little. Lift your arm on it.
Okay.
Okay, you put it back down. I put a pillow.
Okay.
Oh, what's that outside? Winter?
It's not winter. It's called cool, fresh air. Oh, it's beautiful.
I could have dropped it a degree or two last night.
It's going to get cold here, unreasonably cold for this time of year. It's going to maybe we may have some freezing rain Tuesday morning.
Oh, Sassy, come here.
What happened this time?
Oh, you're in West Texas, right, Jeff?
Yep.
Huh. That is kind of early for that type of weather out there.
Yeah, I know. Late October. I've not seen weather like that until December around here.
Yeah. Replicators got rid of most of the gold.
No, Uncle Joey's not even looking at you.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey,
Hey, Charlie.
I put you here somewhere. Yeah, I love you. I love you.
Oh.
Uncle Joey chair.
He says the history of Stargate IP is very interesting. Is twisty.
Yeah. Yeah. It's cold, right? That was cold.
Yeah.
Anything you've ever been outside when it's so cold.
That was beautiful weather, Charlie. You're gonna love that weather.
Might be a polar bear like you.
No, he's going to be a man.
He's gonna take it. He's gonna work in the mine as soon as he's 3 years old.
No, he's not going to work in the mines.
Oh, what the
Unless
hell?
he chooses to.
Yeah, you gotta control that work kind of making. You know, you gotta make him strong.
Do you want to learn how to mine uranium?
Uranium, like the most radioactive of fucking substances you can probably mine.
Eastland says there was a plan to buy the rights. It almost happened after Stargate Atlantis was canceled.
Yeah, Joe Flanagan, Shepard wanted to buy it.
Well, there it is. The actor who played Shep Atlantis tried to buy the show so he could make more. It didn't happen. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I would have loved to see Shepard in front of him. Awesome. He's my commander. I love Shepard.
And what's really sad is how the studio is jerking people's chain with that franchise. I mean, they could restart that up, and I mean, they could make buku bucks. You know, I mean, that was the go-to sci-fi show when Trek finally ended on television.
You sideways?
No.
Yeah, you sideways.
Jason Saint says indie film is the future. I'm literally betting on it.
Bitcoin is the future.
Literally, yes. Who's taking this bet?
Irregardless is in the dictionary.
So is literally.
Literally is a real word.
Yes.
It just gets misused. Irregardless. shouldn't
Yes,
be a
but
word.
literally is in the dictionary as both meaning literally and figuratively now.
I heard about that, and that's upsetting, and that's why I brought up irregardless. Irregardless shouldn't have even been there ever.
Oh, why not? That's a new word.
It's not a word.
It is.
It shouldn't.
No,
be.
it's not. That is not a word.
You know what? Since irregardless.
Yep, irregardless, Joseph. Strategery. Okay, I'm going to take my headphones out so Ciso Prey can hear when you guys talk. I have to relay everything. Now that
Irregardless is a non-standard synonym for regardless, which means without concern.
Oh, there we go.
So, is irregardless a word? According to dictionary.com, let's see what dictionary.com says about the word irregardless.
It is not a word. I remember when idiots started using it.
According to Merriam-Webster,
into existence.
according to Merriam-Webster, irregardless is a word.
It's a word now, but
oh, Charlie's so happy.
Like in the 90s, I mean, oh God.
Okay, here's the explanation. Is it a word? Yes. It may not be a word that you like or a word that you would use in a term paper, but irregardless certainly is a word. It has been in use for well over 200 years, employed by a large number of people across a wide geographic range and with a consistent meaning.
I'd like to understand the demographic profile of those people. I mean, not even demographic, just I just want to know their IQs, all of them.
Yeah. Because you're supposed what they're in the
Charlie,
where they're using the word irregardless in like in a sentence, it's no need to use it. The word regardless is proper usage.
Yeah,
You're correct. You're correct.
That's a word, irrespective and regardless. No irregardless. Say hi, Charlie, baby.
Charlie, baby.
Hi, Charlie.
Who are you looking at?
Charlie.
Hey, smiling.
Happy baby.
Happy baby.
Happy baby. You have to look at him. Don't look at the camera. Talk to him.
Charlie, baby. Charlie. Hey.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, he's smiling.
Looking at your uncle.
Happy baby. Yeah, he is. And he's smiling.
Yes.
Happy baby. Show him when you kept your socks on all night.
Yay, socks.
All right.
Those are socks from yesterday. Yeah.
Yay,
You kept them on. Yeah. Yeah, no poop explosion this morning. Which, look, if it has to happen, it's okay. He had poop on his belly button yesterday. That's what bad.
I didn't go into those type of details.
What happened? And he's still adorable. And he's still adorable. Yeah, look at that face. He had no idea. He looked like that. He was
Happy.
poop looking like that.
Oh boy, it's too much information, Charlie. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, did you tell him he found his pee-pee yesterday?
No, I didn't tell him these things.
It was very funny. It was very funny. And now he adjusts his diaper when he needs to pee.
It's a special day in a man's life.
I'm proud of it. It's a milestone. You found your pee-pee. Yeah.
Oh God, this is gonna. YouTube is gonna not like this.
That's for pee-peeing. Stop that.
Okay.
No. No. I refuse to let that. Here, you need to get that off my neck.
This is why we're on the Bird of Prey 5X channel.
I don't know what that is. Are you on the dark web?
No, it's not the dark web. It's just the channel that if YouTube took it down, it wouldn't be the end of the world.
No, Charlie baby.
Okay, I think.
Yeah.
As much as we love Charlie, baby.
The only thing missing is the picture of him when he discovers chocolate.
I will. So now he's 4 months. They said when he can sit up, which I hope will happen soon. I mean, he kind of sits up. So I need to talk to the doctor on the 29th. That's the appointment. I think we are allowed to start mashing up, like very pure things. And I don't know if we can swallow it yet, but we can at least put it in his mouth and let him taste it and look at his face. He might just push it out, they say, at this age. But I think we're going to be able to at least let him taste some stuff. I think for Thanksgiving, he can have some sweet potato. You want to try some potato? So eventually we'll get to chocolate.
Some sweet potato, some turkey, some cornbread.
No, I don't know about all that. Organic.
I'll just give him a steak and be done with it.
Just I'll just hand him a whole rib.
You give him the bone. Give him the bone.
Yeah, it'd be good for the gums.
Probably. I mean, he is probably teething. We got to give him something to gnaw on. Why not a nice steak?
Oh, see, Bird, you should find a teething ring shaped like a batlet.
A teething ring shaped like a bat. Yes.
Chewing on weapons. Uncle Joey wants you to chew on weapons. All right. Pick it up.
Yeah, we let you sleep, Mom. We let Mama Pray sleep till 8 a.m.
Can't imagine why you might have been tired. And we really all have Charlie Baby to thank because we all would have been up earlier. Charlie Baby had that earlier. And we can thank Uncle Joey for putting on the heat. Because I think that helped a lot.
How did I get so far back in the comments?
Which is a memorable.
For commenting.
Oh, you want to go back to Uncle Joey?
And you can come back, nephew.
But we'll see.
Isn't Captain Trek in the backstage or something?
Is that what you want?
Is Captain Trek back? No, he's not back.
I'm not sure. I'm asking. I'm asking if it.
Yeah, we can't see if he's back there, but let's see comments.
What do you want? Help.
Mountains of Elysium says nephew of Prey's first words will be choo choo. I can't say that.
Why not?
It will not be. It will not be his first word. We do say choo choo because the train goes by a lot.
Choo choo.
It could be choo choo. Well, it would stop there. I think it's going to be yeah. Because I say yeah a lot. And he gets excited when I say it.
Let's put it this way. It's better than the choo choo dance.
I don't know what that is.
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
Studios are assigned a portion of fixed unspecified expenses, which is called overhead. They're not make a yeah, I understand their fancy let's never make a profit thing from any movie bull crap. Captain Trax Leeson, please let me know when you have your B5 videos. Eastland says the Borg ignore species without attractive way we could. It seems like there's a lot of autocorrection going on. Dee Dee says, I think nephew Prey woke up because he knew his peeps were online and wanted to see what's up. Probably. We would ignore ant beds and vacant lots. Better things to do. Probably aliens. I don't know. Mountains of Elysium will let Captain Trek know. Jason Saint, I hinted before. Now time for bluntness. Out of date spam and pancakes is the menu.
Not for nephew O'Prey.
No, not for nephew O'Prey. Out of date spam is likely not on the menu. Pancakes. I'm certainly having the feeling for pancakes.
Bird, you do realize that there's nothing wrong with that spam, right?
I realize there's nothing wrong with the spam.
I mean,
but it requires Mom O'Prey to get me the spam.
Oh,
Mom O'Prey is not going to give me the spam.
She's scared you're gonna get the shits, huh?
No, she's probably scared it's going to do something worse. I don't know. So I went to this Tappa Talks thing because this is, you guys know I also run a web forum, and Tappa Talk is software that people on cell phones use to browse the web forum. And even though I've been trying to stop people from doing it because it's a Chinese-based software company and it's totally stealing all of our data, so many people are in love with it. They won't get rid of it. But now that's been pulled from the Google Play Store, I wanted to give them a heads up. That's why I did what I did before. Easlin says, my name is Sis O'Prey. Sis O'Prey. The cat's name is Critter the Kitty. I do acupuncture very skillfully.
You know what? At this point, I haven't been able to go get a massage in like a year. And I would probably let a cat, hopefully like a fat, overweight cat, just like walk on my back with or without claws, see what it does. Because I've done acupuncture and I've done massages and I've done what's that one with the cupping. And they're all pretty useful. So since I can't really do any of that right now safely, oh no, cats spread it too, don't they? But if someone just wants to send me a fat cat with claws.
No sending animals
To Joey's house.
Don't send it here. God, don't.
I'll return it the next day. I just need it for a day.
Eastland says you guys should play Among Us. I've tried to play, but it's like if I'm streaming and I become the bad guy, then everybody knows I'm the bad guy. I don't believe these streams where they stream it, but they claim nobody's looking or listening.
Well, people be stream sniping all the time.
What was that?
I said people stream snipe all the time. That's what it's called. Like, say if a popular streamer is streaming a game, one of his subwood will stream snipe that and tell the person who's in game. So you have a distinct advantage. Like, dude, he's up there around the bend, and be on another line with him because he's watching him live. So that's stream sniping. So I mean, and like it's giving like inside information basically.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be like really. You have to have good friends you can trust. But
yeah, I mean,
then if we do that, then like
some of these games are a
lot.
Of
watching me stream.
So I mean,
if you're not watching me stream, I'll have nobody watching the stream.
It's true, and it's like because some of these games, the competitive games, especially, there's a lot of money on the line. You're talking about tens of thousands, if not more, a lot of money just to play these players. And if you got inside information, I mean, that's a payday for you. You know what I'm saying? Like a big payday. So, I mean, they try to go against it as much as they can. But it's hard to not, I mean, there's just so many people on it. It's hard to keep down because the dude you're playing against might have fucking friends everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I mean, who knows? You know.
I get it. It's a very hard game to play online, you know, on YouTube or Twitch or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Dee
it's a mystery game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Dee says, Bird, you made Captain mad. Bad Bird. I didn't mean to make Captain Track mad.
It could have been me.
What happened?
Why?
Oh, I'm not sure. Just saying it could have been me because I told Cap that I wasn't going to go into a debate on which is better, Anti-Trick or Bird of Prey.
Whatever. Captain Track, come on back when you get a chance. Though we will probably be ending soon if Anti-Tracker goes on. And even if he doesn't, at some point I got to have breakfast. Pancakes. Easley says we must find a video of that. I'm not sure of what. Captain Track says, Dee, very few people like me now on YouTube, so I don't care. I was trying to make a joke, but no one cares. I get it, Captain Track. I get it. No, there's no reason to leave.
So many bad jokes that I make, literally.
Right.
Dee will take a Fonzie jacket.
So will I.
Absolutely. Dee says, time to open the windows, Bird. Oh, this would freeze out, says So Pray.
And this is something that we don't want.
Steak for breakfast would probably get built.
Jason Saint says, winter sucks. End of discussion.
You have a fireplace and about 15 friends, and there's no pandemic. Doable for a long weekend.
That's right. You went through Adirondacks winters.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was cold. We used to show up in the middle of the night, and it was so cold. I would
But we were okay.
and really start the fire.
So you just need a drink is your problem.
They're at a house now in the country together. They Skyped me in, Zoomed me into a call yesterday. And I said, do you guys have like a fireplace or anything there? Or, you know, they're like, it's chilly, but it's not too, it was a little hot. And Deborah kept putting the heat up. And they're like, yeah, we have a fireplace, but we're not going to start a fire.
Fucking losers.
Rented a house.
I'm sorry. Ciso Pray's friends are losers.
Going to start a fire. So had I gone and been like, ooh, a fireplace.
They would have looked at you. Yeah.
Excited about the fire. I started.
You need new friends. You need new friends. I've told you this before. Been telling you this for 35
She
years.
doesn't need friends. She has
I need
us.
a variety of friends, yes, because there are some needs and compatibilities that they just don't meet.
You need some friends that are on the Trump train.
No,
They're the ones who start fire.
many.
Manly men.
Yes, bear in mind that we yes Trumpers are gentlemen.
Interesting.
Bear in mind that Trumpers are gentlemen.
Well,
Let's
Trump's a gentleman.
let's think of the people who've lit fires in the upstate house, Adirondack.
My own fire because I didn't need a quote gentleman pussy grabber to do it. Okay, so if you want to have this conversation,
okay.
Oh man,
that's fake news. Fake news.
Not fake news. I don't really care what he does, but I wouldn't call him a gentleman. I do think that
Nobody said he was a gentleman.
politics.
His followers are gentlemen. Nobody said he was a gentleman.
I don't. My definition of gentleman doesn't involve a lot of the same things that yours does. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the only difference is we don't eat soy. So
Don't eat soy.
Look, I think a lot of these issues are very polarized.
You're not going to feed soy to Nephew Prey, are you?
No.
I'm feeling so attacked right now.
Oh, you're a soy eater. Look, I was a vegetarian for 18, almost 19 years.
don't crash.
I don't
Sorry.
eat soy now actually because I read all that stuff about how it mimics estrogen. I think I had some issues with that. So it could be wrong, but I just stay away from it. That's my main reason for staying away from soy. I do like other vegetarian type items.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not good either. I mean,
But I will occasionally eat edamame.
soy.
Yeah, soy sauce. Sorry.
More soy than you realize.
Ray's really happy with
Like, there's a lot of people. There's even a lot of restaurants that replace soy with everything.
that. What?
They have soy with everything. A lot of restaurants.
Yes.
Peppervenge says, I've got snow falling on the ground where I am, northern Colorado.
I'm glad I am not in that situation.
How's Colorado doing? Jeez, I read about. Is it mostly on fire or what? They think that
I think,
fires.
they have it under control at the moment.
What happened? I can't hear it. You have to tell me what's going on.
So I think they're right. They have it under control at the moment.
It's under control at the moment.
That's good.
Eastland says the only good part of Fonzie Jumps the Shark is Aaron's yellow bikini top. If you are a male.
Okay.
That's good.
And Ciso adds or a lesbian. You presume to think how all lesbians might think?
Yeah.
Maybe lesbians are.
Call every lesbian friend I have right now and ask them what they think of that. You can play the scene.
The only thing that makes me think of jumping shark in the same sentence is the Batman movie where the shark, the mechanical shark, is on Batman's leg and there's like, Batman, Kelly G. Willikers or whatever. There's don't worry, Robin. I've got the anti-bat fucking shark spray. Like, and he pulls this can off his fucking belt. It's to a robot shark, like robot, and sprays it on this thing. The thing lets go. Like what?
That was in the movie, but that was a scene from the movie, right?
Movie, yeah. They're like on the helicopter, and the shark is on his leg.
Yeah, Batcopter. Yeah, right.
Anti-bat shark spray, or the anti-bat shark, or the anti-shark bat spray, or something like that.
No, the anti-bat shark spray was the episode when he challenged Joker to a surfing contest.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but it was a dolphin that saved him.
If it had been
the shark,
if it had been an organic shark, I could see it working. But if it had been a mechanical fucking shark, and you're spraying spray on it,
yeah,
what the fuck is that gonna do? Your fucking foot is good as gone. You know.
I think I'm going to have to disagree, Peppervenge, and so does Sisopray. And being we're politically opposites, when we both agree on this topic, it's tough to see it any other way. But the whole point of words, if they have specific meanings, if words didn't have specific meanings, then there'd be no point to having language.
Yeah.
Okay, we agree what words mean. That's why we can have laws, we can have contracts. We can, whatever it is.
So
I just hope for one thing that LDG is not listening right now.
It's only because some idiot 400 million years ago made a sketch in a stone.
However, I know sometimes I'll use a word for what I believe to kind of be the literal meaning, like a dictionary definition. And because it's not commonly used that way, it really throws people off.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I wouldn't use that. And it's like, I would, because that's the literal meaning of it. You can look it up. Or sometimes it's the second definition, right? But it's the actual definition of the word. And they're really
Pepper, that is
super big words either. They just are used in a different, context. What did we do?
It's weird that people can use a word wrong, and if they're the only person to use the word wrong, they're just wrong. But if 1 million people use the word wrong, then it becomes a new definition of the word.
It becomes law.
Yeah, that's the main problem. People
That's the problem, exactly. We
define
need to start writing all dictionaries in stone from now on.
Just what Pepper wrote there, dude. That is on a whole level of philosophical language that I'm just not ready to fucking tackle at this moment. like holy shit! Like words have no meaning.
Wait, is Pepper he or she? I can't see.
I don't know.
Pepper's preferred pronoun.
We don't know Peppervenge. No, I don't give a shit what somebody's preferred pronoun is.
You should.
No, First, YouTube told me my audience is a. YouTube has told me that my audience is 100% male.
But I still don't like. I just what?
I mean, he's got toxic masculinity on his shit, for Christ's sake.
Eastlands is looking at big dictionary of words which are for formal use, which are commonly used but not formal English. And then we got to the Charlie part. Critter invites him to take a fake wrestling match and a slap fight. Oh, that would not be good for Charlie. Dee Dee says he'll be adorable all his life.
2 claws on the teeth.
Wow.
Teeth.
Well, you got to use Anchorman rules. No touching of the head or hair.
No, he's still too young.
Head or face. So the hair or face. Eastland says feed him dark chocolate. I like dark chocolate.
When I started feeding,
do not.
giving him like chocolate and
Oh, I
stuff,
like.
when he was like 10, 11 months. That's when I started like actually trying to give him like chocolate or give him like icing off something. But I mean, like he was steadily not on food until about a year, you know. But around about a year, a little over a year is when I started feeding him food.
Dee Dee Myers. Dee Dee Myers says Sisso Prey should start her own channel. I think she would have a blast with the channel.
Probably should. I would probably. The thing is, I still work in corporate America, and I think that we're getting to the point where people can really be their authentic selves at work. So I might be able to hack it and do both. We're getting close to that day.
You could just wear a mask.
But yeah, unfortunately, without being anonymous, I don't think I could really bring my full self.
Give Charlie a steak and a bourbon, says Mountains.
She could do like Doomcock, where
That's
a
what I'm
mask
saying.
like that and alter her voice.
Could be Dumet.
She doesn't strike me.
The second part should be the opposite.
The second part?
The second part, you know, you have Doomcocked, so you know.
No.
Oh my God, Joseph.
Dee Dee Myers
Oh.
is a TV ring shaped like a Klingon.
It took me a minute, Joseph, but I caught your drift.
You kick all Jody's stuff out.
Eastland says pork chops and mashed potatoes, black-eyed peas. Nephew of Prey needs this. Dee Dee says you're not paying much attention to chat like unnormally. I think Captain left. I'm sorry, Captain left because of the chat, but Nephew of Prey in the house, he does take priority. Dee Dee says Bird's talking a lot more than normal. Carter says Nephew of Prey is the best baby and will learn the best of both political parties in the American two-party system.
I mean, look, for as much as I love to fight with Bird, because sometimes I do and then I don't, I do think that if we took all people's names and parties' names and removed it from issues and we just sat down and said, what are the fair resolution to these issues? Because then it gets down to words and I'll say even like branding and names of things, like what I consider to be diversity and what he considers to be diversity. If we just literally explained what we thought should happen, I bet we wouldn't agree completely, but I think we'd agree on a lot more than we agree on when you attribute these ideas to certain branded terms and people and parties.
How is it possible you've never had pancakes for breakfast?
Never had.
Have you had pancakes for other meals?
Great.
Dan23 says I've never had pancakes for
What about
breakfast.
grape?
I don't know about crepe.
People eat grapes for dinner and snacks.
Eastland says I messed
It's
up.
not usual thing to do something like pancakes, for example, here as well for breakfast.
I think like a lot of places, breakfast isn't the same. Yeah, right? Breakfasts are very different.
Fucking England with their bacon and bread. At
Well,
least the
maybe
bacon
English
is good.
So they do at least kind of do eggs and some kind of sausage or something.
Yeah, I'd rather have sausage.
But like Asia, I mean, I think breakfast is just like whatever.
Oh, I don't even consider it.
And eggs are in all kinds of meals that have nothing to do with breakfast.
Eastland says, I messed up. I put the mask on directly out of the plastic packaging. It was off gassing like a new carpet. I had sinus problems. Do not make that mistake. Wash it first. 3 days, too much respiratory drugs. Wow.
No, I was listening to what the guy. What do you think he wants?
That's why I buy those single-use masks.
Nephew O'Prey will get you the spam in a few years. Yes.
No.
You don't think he would? What are you saying no to?
No spam.
Not for him, for me.
Oh, he'll get you the spam.
Yeah.
I don't know if he should do that.
Dan 23.
Like he did do it. I would appreciate that he respected your dignity and your ability to make your own choices.
Wow. Look who's saying they respect my ability to make my choices. Dan 23 says American Donald Trump.
I respect ability of people to make choices like women. Women should be able
So
to
do
make their
I.
own choices.
So do I.
Yeah. But it's really important.
I think it
Kind
is
of
too.
thing that
Women aren't making their own choices. I'm shocked.
America, Donald Trump doesn't want the app TikTok because it's made in Asia and could compromise American security.
Didn't somebody buy a TikTok?
I think they're in the process of it.
Yeah.
Dee Dee says we will send every animal in America to Bird's house so Bird could have a blast. Oh, thank you. Dan says Aoi Technologies Limited is Chinese. They were supposed to have put in mobile networks and stuff in other countries, but people were saying it was a security risk. Eastland says Critter says staying put, but can send you a green lizard to deliver time uncertain. No lizards. Thank you. Carlos says spam will last forever if the can isn't damaged. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Ugh.
all canned food now, right?
I wouldn't want to test that.
Nonsense, but
Carlo is smiling. Captain Track. Eastland says we just lost our too hot like yesterday. Carlos says it's 10 degrees Celsius here today, twice as hot as yesterday. Yesterday it was raining cats and dogs. Today it's sunny. Love Blackpool for the UK weather. Pepper Van says there was a lot of fire. Yes, skies were red, smoky. It's better now. Oh, good to hear, Pepper. Carlos says that was such a cringeworthy scene. I don't know what scene. JP says, yay, episode of Discovery was awesome. Really, JP's, or episode 2.
I thought it was decent.
Doing the Snoopy dance. Jeff Franklin really loved it.
Well, I wouldn't say I loved it, but it was maybe one of the best episodes.
You said you loved it and you wanted to marry it. I saw you.
Yeah, well, okay. You bring up evidence of that, Bird.
I'm still staying away from Trek until they actually start writing stories.
Dan 23 says Pepper Van is the Kazon example of species the Borg didn't want to assimilate.
Well, the reason was, let's see, I brought it up. They would detract from perfection, is what Seven said.
Awesome to hear, Eastland. I tried to watch the Lego Batman movie, but I stopped.
Oh, that was a fun movie.
Yeah, I just didn't care. Pepper Van says we in conversation we agree on words, but two people who don't meet often don't have the same definition of words.
like sassy. You learn from Sassy.
I don't know if I'd agree with that. I mean, I can find somebody in, some random state hundreds of miles away, Kansas or something, and I would bet we would agree on the vast majority of words.
Here's the thing.
Supposedly, a dictionary is supposed to standardize the meaning of words, but they bastardized the dictionaries. Okay.
There are some people.
But on the other hand, there are words coming to the dictionary because there are new things popping up, and words also change meaning from time to time.
As someone who has presented a lot of analytics and numbers and solid facts at work, to different types of people, what I do kind of notice, because I just had to learn my audience and how they respond, is there seems to be a spectrum where on one end, some people are very literal. So they do very good with, like you said, a definition, and it's solid, and they get that and they embody it, and that's what it means. And then there are people who are just not very literal. And whether you're giving them numbers or whatever, it's very fluid, and they're emotion driven. And I'm not calling that a bad thing. They're emotion and intuition driven. And kind of everything that goes into their ears is very, what it means to me kind of thing. And what they hear.
Sounds to me like the disc analysis.
Land with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it's not the literal. They're just not literal.
The people that depend on emotion and don't like fact.
Oh, yeah, everything but the Baba. Yeah.
So we had the first.
That was the end of that story. I didn't hear the end of it. It said,
Huh?
I heard him say the people that depend on emotion and don't like fact, and I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I didn't hear it either.
What happened? I don't see people anymore either.
Mr. Lundell? You might have to get up.
Oh, there you go. All right.
What was the last word you said?
I was basically adding to what Cecil Prey was saying by saying that the people that rely more on emotion and disregard fact in a lot of things. I mean, liberals, the way I'm used to thinking, they feel their way through, you have to feel your way through things. No, there's A and B, black and white, and you make your choice. There's no feeling, it's right, there's wrong. Let's just run with it,
I mean, obviously, I may not completely agree, but I also may struggle. Struggle might be the wrong word, but maybe because I do feel more in the middle between facts and feelings. Like my background's in IO psychology, which is literally, Bird may roll his eyes. Psychology is a science. You do apply the scientific method to studying people and things like emotions. So you'll get some solid evidence on, hey, this group does this, at a rate that is statistically significantly different than this other group. So we're, going to say there's a difference in the way they think or the way they feel, right? So whatever. Statistics, just general demographic type statistics, polls. So, for me, it is kind of mixing the two, right? Taking the facts to kind of define, well, what do you mean when you think and act like this, and feel like this? But yeah, I don't know. I think I know a lot of liberals who go on facts, and to be fair, I know a lot of liberals who don't. And to pivot the conversation a little away from politics, I personally work within HR, and I do think a lot of people get into HR because they kind of want to have that. They're either kind of rule followers or they're like advocates for the employees. And I do notice a lot of people in that profession want to be able to kind of go with their instinct as opposed to, facts and numbers. And it can be a struggle for certain people who maybe have been in leadership positions for a long time. And they got there because they have good instincts. I'm not gonna knock their instincts. And a lot of times the facts wind up backing up their instincts, but I noticed, I didn't even know it was a thing until a few years ago, they feel very challenged by now needing to suddenly, back things up with facts when their instinct was good enough, right? I guess they learned to pride themselves on their instincts. And the interesting thing though is a lot of the time both ways will lead to the same actions, because their instincts are so good that they are honing in on how people actually feel. And a poll would back it up. But I just find it odd that, I would think you'd kind of want that poll to be a gut check for you, to have the information and be like, see, that's very validating. But then once in a while, when something's not validating, I do watch them start to shy away from the facts.
But the problem with a poll is that it can be skewed.
Yeah,
It can be
the problem with the poll is it can be skewed.
Yeah.
Well, yes and no. There's statistics on what percent of the population will accurately represent the whole population. So if you don't have enough, then you have a problem. And you can, at least with an employee group, it's easy enough to know. So you can look at the respondents and the demographics of the respondents versus the demographics of people who didn't respond and say, do we have enough representation even within these groups, or is it skewed, right? The interesting thing is if you do a completely anonymous survey where it's not even coded to some kind of demographics on the back end, even if names are completely out of it and numbers are reported only at a high level, so no individual results get communicated, right? If you don't do that and you do totally anonymous, then it's true you can't do that. And I feel like those poll results are very, very hard to make heads or tails of, because it could have been skewed. There could have been people who went in twice. And oddly, I trust that a lot less. But I think, it's very popular for people to want their answers to be completely anonymous, right? Even though I don't know that they realize often what they're giving up as far as being able to validate the information that you've received in that area.
Doesn't that all predispose that demographics are what, have some factor on the polling?
Meaning that you would think there would be no differences between demographics.
Why would you assume that demographics are important in polling?
Okay, so and when I say demographics, I don't mean just typical age, race. I also mean and it may not be it's funny that we should bring this up, the exact definition of demographics, but also things like where do they sit, who do they report to, things like that, anything that groups people and segments people. So on one hand, yes, I would expect that people with different managers to be having different experiences in this specific case. And the reality is, yes, people of different races and different genders do have different experiences at work. Although I will say from what I see in these a lot of, I'll say, fairly good workplaces, it's not as different or as bad as some people think it is. Oftentimes it's not statistically significant, or if it is, it's not practically significant. It's a couple percentage points apart. It may be like, oh, this group is having a worse experience, but it's not terribly worse. And sometimes it is. And I also think it's really interesting to see that, to see when it is not significant as well, to say, hey, we're doing well here. So that's another reason to have those demographics is sometimes just to be able to say, you know what, we are doing. And unfortunately, sometimes you're not. Same thing like with hiring. You hear people get upset that they're asked about demographics in the hiring process. Technically, that's not supposed to be going to the hiring managers. That's supposed to be back-end data that is later used to see just to analyze the process and say, well, did we just not have enough applicants, or is there not a talent pool available to apply? Or, where there is a talent pool and we had enough applicants, what happened? Were they really not qualified? Or can we, get to a stage where we say, hey, we don't know what happened here. And then you explore that stage. And it, may just be that someone was more qualified, or it may be that there was an issue that you need to address. Just used for identifying pain points, really.
And Richie Poole says, good morning, world. Good morning, Richie. No problem.
Only one comment from my side.
Yeah.
I feel like at work.
What happened?
I feel like he's at work.
Yeah, we'll take a step back. Let's lighten up.
Pepper Van
pancakes. I'm hungry.
Pepper Van is male and prefers cacti pronouns, please.
And Bert, I don't know if you are aware, Anti-Trucker is live.
Oh, he's live?
Oh, yeah. Who cares?
I just want to let you know because I know you want to watch him.
Yeah, thank you, Joseph. Jeff. Thank
You're
you,
welcome. You're welcome in Jeff's name.
So, guys, if you guys want to say anything before we go,
Hail
now's the time, Mr. Lundell.
Hail Karoga.
Hail Karoga.
Hail Karoga.
So
Vincent, Ricky,
we're
anything?
finishing.
Well, I'm going to finish the comments, but yeah, I mean, just want to let you guys have your last words now.
I am currently working on a video that does the galactic follow through on a Star Trek map from the episodes. I am doing the whole first season of TNG. I'm going to go from episode to episode and show you where on the map they go and follow from episode to episode. Should be pretty interesting. So definitely soon because I'm working it right now. So
that'll be cool.
Yeah, it's going to be neat because there's 26 episodes a season, but Encounter at Farpoint is 2 episodes. So there's 25 locations in the first season I have to go to. So it's going to be pretty good. It's turning out good so far.
Awesome to hear.
In my case, I definitely hope my last words will not be earlier than like in 50 years or so. So I will just shut up for now. And thank you very much for having me on the stream.
And Jeff Franklin, anything?
Cinema Saturday on Sunday, Futurama
Oh,
today.
yes. Today will be Cinema Saturday on Sunday, probably 3 p.m. Eastern. Futurama Season 2, episodes 13, 14, 15, and 16. The last episode is I forget what it's called, but it's the Lost City of Atlanta. It's one of my favorite episodes.
Just don't cut off the end of the film.
I double checked. It's not cut off. The whole episode is there.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
No, I know, and you should give me crap for that. But okay, so guys, I'm going to finish reading out the rest of the chat that's here. Feel free to stay if you want, but don't if you don't want to. I understand. And then I will be putting on anti-tracker. JP says F pronouns. Everyone else is you people. Carlos says maybe Sissel Pray Thursdays on the main channel. If she wanted to, although I think she would be best on her own channel. And yes, she has to work. That is true. I think it'd be best she did her own channel.
Unless I get so many donations, I don't have to go back to work.
Wow, already doesn't even have a channel yet, and is already talking about retiring off YouTube income. Richie Fool.
She has better chances than you.
She does have better chances than me. This is true. Richie Fool says yes to the idea of a Sister O'Prey channel. It's good to know, Richie, that she has a fan base built in. JP says Sizzle Prey could wear a Guy Fawkes mask. Why? Oh, Kako Doom. Yeah, no. Carlos laughing. LDG Pixels. Good morning, Pixels. Dear Sop. Yeah, well, she could do if she does her own channel. I will code for her a Dear Sop script. Dear Sop. I know Richie Poole did say to me in a comment that I should have Sissel Prey answer more Dear Bops. Well, since you'll probably be here next Friday, then she can certainly answer them next Friday. Diversity, Lowell diversity, says JP's. Dan says, I have a toasting waffles. I do have toasting waffles for breakfast. Almost as good. JP says, oh, I bet you like the sauce. Wow. Mountains of Elysium says, until I got married, I never had pancakes for breakfast. Dan 23 says, yeah, you can have a cooked breakfast in England with toast, sausage, egg, bacon, mushroom, and loads more. Eastland says, proposal A versus proposal B to solve an issue or problem. Yes, agreed. But we are losing younger generations who cannot do specific use of language. JP says, wow, she sounds way too much like my sister. Carlos's church life just started. 5-minute countdown. Thank you. That was 20 something minutes ago. Dan says, Bird of Prey anti-trigger church notification has appeared on my phone. Thank you. JP says minus 11C here in Winnipeg for Winnipegians. Eastland says agree. Size, image, away, not track. Sorry, Joseph, were you saying something?
Yeah, that's minus 11 Celsius is cold.
Yeah, well, it's like probably 20 degrees or something Fahrenheit.
Yeah, pretty close.
JP says Lego Batman is the video game is great. Dan23 says there once was a fire in my town, but the news broadcast was more interested in interviewing people in a town miles away and asking people how it failed to see the smoke from such a distance. That's ridiculous. Carlos says hugs to Mom O'Prey, Sassy O'Prey, Sis O'Prey, Nephew O'Prey, Gran O'Prey, and of course you, Bird O'Prey 5. Have a great day and night, everyone. See you on Church Life. Thank you, Carlo. Dan says some Lego video games are fun and they add to Lego humor. Absolutely. Richie Poole says, yep, we definitely need a Sister O'Prey channel. Eastland says diversity decades ago meant something different. Tolerance means something different decades ago. Words are deliberately refined. Well, tolerance was the first thing, Eastland. Then it became celebration and that's where things changed. Dan23 says original Lego game was when Jango Fett dies, Boba Fett is sad, but in Lego Star Wars 3, Boba Fett eats ice cream when Jango dies. He doesn't know.
What?
Sister Frey sitting here with her hand behind her back.
I'm thinking. That's how I think.
That's how you think. It's not that you have something behind your back to throw at me. In Lego Star Wars, Boba Fett eats ice cream while Jango dies. He doesn't know this and plays with his father's helmet and a gun. Wow. JP says, yeah, some facts are pure BS. LDG says life isn't full color. There is no black and white.
You can massage back.
Richie Poole says shades of gray.
JP to the
says
colorblind.
gray. Well, you can spell gray either way in the United States.
Does it go like E and A?
Yeah, either one is acceptable.
America,
I like the EY, but either is officially acceptable.
No, because I think UK is with the A.
No, it's
right?
the E in Britain. UK is the E. American is the A.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
I use
both
the
are
A.
right. Question: is it considered a mistake when you use the UK spelling?
Yeah.
Let's say aluminium. You know.
Aluminium is definitely a mistake.
I love spelling color with a U.
And is it considered now a typo or a mistake when you are doing spelling or something when you say color with a U or not?
You type it in using spell check. Spell check will tell you it's wrong in this country.
Depending how you have your keyboard set. Yeah, I have on
In
two
American
notebooks.
English, it's wrong.
And on one notebook I have UK English, and on another one I have the US English. And yeah, I see the differences.
Yeah.
The Simpsons invented many words. Embiggens. Perfectly cromulent. Eastland says feeling and embiggens. You know, it's written on the statue of Jebediah Springfield.
Oh, I
A
didn't.
noble spirit embiggens the heart of every man or something.
I thought you just said Biggins, and I was going to say that was Al Bundy. He said
Yeah.
Biggins. He did say Biggins.
Dan 22 says the Simpsons not a verb, but they made it more popular. Eastland says feeling and important and can be motivating, but logic can be ignored without harm being done. We need forethought and good math and support proposals. We need a why reason to do this, unless HR. Eastland agrees with the female speaker, who is Ciso Prey. JP says polls are only meant to be danced on.
Wow.
Richie Poles says that is why polls have margins for error. Eastland says polls can be directed by the questions asked. Eastland says that is very true.
No, I said that, Bert.
Jeff Franklin says that is very true. Excuse me. Not Ryan Johnson says Berto Prey 5 Kapla. Hello and Kapla. There's too much intellectual conversation this morning. Get back to bashing new Star Trek or showing Indiana Jones and Kingdom Crystal Skull.
I can back
sorry
the
about
last
that, not
part
Ryan
there.
Johnson. Jeff Franklin says Richie Poole, it's all my fault. Somebody's taking responsibility. Richie Poole blames Jeff Franklin for inaccurate polling data. Mountains Legion says statistics are purposely misleading. I know people working for statistics companies and survey companies and government. They all say they have to return results following a political agenda.
Well, that happens.
Eastland says that's what makes workplaces far more fair and pleasant and fulfilling is have accurate and honest work evaluations. This shows if you have 5 on a team and 2 doing 80% of the work.
You know, as far as the screwing up, you know, and the agendas, I find that all very interesting. Which, you know, comes with looking at the source, right? If it's a certain organization or nonprofit that has done work and they're established, then I trust it a little more. If it's obviously paid for by, you know, big pharma or something. But you know, one trick is just how you segment your data, right? For example, there's research that says people who finish college within 4 years usually succeed better than people who didn't. But you don't further segment it to the people who actually worked when they didn't finish college in 4 years, right? The people who are hustling and earning their own money to put them through college. And that's why they didn't, right? They just wind up in the pool of people where a majority didn't work, and they wind up getting swept up in those results. And it's a justifiable reason to say, well, you know, we know people succeed better if they were able to focus and get through college in 4 years. Yeah, it happens.
Family Dan 23 says Family Guy Brian. Oh, I said no gray M&Ms. These are all gray because he's colorblind.
The puppy dog.
And there's the link to Anti-Tracker. He's been on. I'm gonna head over there, guys. Kapla all. Thank you all for coming. I will see you if you're still around this afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern for Futurama.
Thank you for the company.
Okie doke.
You are welcome.
Been fun.
And thank you, Richie Poole. He feels smarter after listening to Sister O'Prey. Kapla all. Bird.
Take care.
Oh, wait.
We're
waiting. Hold, please.
Thank you to all of the supporters of the channel, friends of Kuroga, citizens of Kuroga, governor of Kuroga, and Subscribe Star supporters. Thank you for all of your support. And with that, Bird out.
Later, man.